Kimora Lee just dropped a jaw-dropping revelation about how Kim Porter really passed away, and yeah, you guessed it, it has everything to do with you-know-who. Sources are saying Kimora finally decided to share Kim Porter's memoir, you know, the same one she was allegedly writing before she died mysteriously that also somehow vanished off the face of the earth. Well, according to sources, it turns out the memoir didn't vanish off the face of the earth. The world was just not ready for it. An explosive snippet from the memoir just got released, and let's just say if you think everything you've heard about Kim and Diddy's relationship bad, then you are about to get an eye-opening moment because it was a lot worse than we thought. Also, you know, all those rumors you were hearing Kim possibly being poisoned by you-know-who, well, it just might be true. This story is one big mess. Kimora Lee and friends always suspected that Kim's death wasn't caused by pneumonia, but you know who thinks otherwise and says 3 days before she passed she wasn't feeling well, she had the flu, and she sent the kids over to my house so they wouldn't get sick. One night.
Think about what she's about to say next. Yes, this is part 2 of surviving, or in this case, not surviving the diddler, because sadly, not everybody survives the diddler.
One was checking on her and she was like, Puff, take care of my babies. She actually said that to me before she died. Kim told her friend Kimora Lee that she never felt this sick days leading up to her death. Kim sent a group text to her friends saying he got me, and she also implied in those texts that she believes she has been poisoned. Along.
Oh my God. I didn't hear this the first time. She literally said, he got me. And she sent her kids over to Kimora's house because she knew that she was about to pass away. Golly. Oh, I'm not sure who's speaking. I'm not sure exactly who's speaking, but this is sad. Imagine you drink something and you know your mate, because of how it tastes, or because of how sick you just got, or because of whatever reason, you like, they got me. And you're just at peace with it. And you just let it go. And you just pass away peacefully. Like, she could have at least called the police, just called 911 and said, hey, he just poisoned me or something. Like, golly, you just gonna he got me. Call the police and say he got me so it could be recorded, man. Golly. Everybody hit the like button, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. We're talking about surviving or not surviving the diddler. And there is an actual book, because people are coming out saying there is no book. There is a book. I can show it to you. It is presently on Amazon right now. So there is a book. And this woman and everybody else, including me, we're talking about the excerpts of the book, and the things that are in the book are crazy. And the specific reason why the book is coming out right now versus in the past, because y'all saying, what, she done came back from the dead and wrote a book? No, the book was not released because Diddy had too much power to shut it down. But now that Diddy is now in jail, people are now free to do whatever they want to do. So I'll say this again because it's very important. The reason why the book is now coming out is because Diddy is now in jail and he can't stop the person from putting the book out, and he can't hurt the person that is putting the book out because there's a male putting the book out. All right. The Fifth House said, I read the book. Wait, you read the book? You want to come up on live with me? Tell me about the book. Let me drop the link. Somebody in the chat is saying, somebody I trust in the chat is saying that they read the book. So we want to keep going on with this video. Everybody hit the like button. Drop your city in the chat so you let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. All right. The Fifth House says she read the book and she's about to come up. So we're going to talk about that also.
Her friend Kimora Lee that she never felt this sick days leading up to her death. Kim sent a group text to her friends saying he got me, and she also implied in those texts that she believes she has been poisoned. A long-lost flash drive surfaced with Kim. It was written in the months leading up to her sudden death. It was a manuscript that is about 40 pages long. Even though it was not verified, it had some jaw-dropping allegations. In one chapter, Kim talked about how you-know-who had a short fuse that made her have to think twice about what she is doing around him. At one time, he sent Kim to the hospital after doing her bad with a chair. In this supposed manuscript, Kim described the incident. She said, "We were supposed to go out for dinner, but he was in a foul mood." Sean yelled, "What the One would have to walk on eggshells as I came out of the bathroom, but I found him holding flowers, so I smiled. "You brought me flowers." Sean yelled, "No, so who the are they from?" I was bewildered.
Somebody else sent her flowers, and it wasn't Diddy, and things happen. Let's just say that. Watch what happens next.
And told him honestly, "I don't know, probably just a fan."
Remember when Rolling Stone did their piece? They noted that Kim briefly dated late music executive Shakir Stewart in 2000. And Shakir's mom said there was an incident that involved Diddy threatening her son because Diddy never allowed anyone else to date Kim. Apparently, Diddy...
Real quick, Facebook, particularly Facebook, because I'm shadow banned on Facebook. Facebook, I need you to do me a big favor. Everybody on Facebook watching, I need you to share this video. Hit the share button because I am, what is the word? Shadow banned on Facebook. Facebook gets on my freaking nerves. I'm shadow banned on Facebook. So I need everybody that is watching on Facebook to share this video so it can get out to more people. And on YouTube, of course, y'all like the video so it can get out on to more people.
Left Shakir bleeding on a hotel floor in Italy after breaking a chair on his head. So if anything...
All right, y'all hear that, right? This is like a second video, but it's coming from the same story of when Diddy found a letter to not Kimora, of Kim, and somebody saying something in a letter and sent her flowers. So this kind of like is specifically going to the same story from a different person talking.
Her friend Kimora Lee that she never felt this sick days leading up to her death. Kim sent a group text to her friends saying he got me, and she also implied in those texts that she believes she has been poisoned. A long-lost flash drive surfaced with Kim. It was written in the months leading up to her sudden death. It was a manuscript that is about 40 pages long. Even though...
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you.
Though it was not verified, it had some jaw-dropping allegations. In one chapter, Kim talked about how you-know-who had a short fuse.
Yeah, we about to talk about who sent the flowers. He hits him, allegedly hits him with a chair. So he hits the dude with the chair first, and then Kim Porter gets the chair next. The next video talks about the chair situation and everything. Everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button.
That made her have to think twice about what she is doing around him. At one time, he sent Kim to the hospital after doing her bad with a chair. In this supposed manuscript, Kim described the incident. She said, "We were supposed to go out for dinner, but he was in a foul mood." Sean yelled, "What the One would have to walk on eggshells as I came out of the bathroom, but I found him..."
So she just came out of the bathroom
holding flowers, so I smiled.
Found him holding flowers.
"You brought me flowers." Sean yelled, "No, so who the are they from?" I was bewildered and told him honestly, "I don't know, probably just a fan."
All right, hold on. Somebody else is in the back. Sincere Mac. I'll bring you up, but I bring you up, so it's cool. But I have the link for somebody else, but I could bring you up. You may have something to talk about also. So the Fifth House said she read the book. So I wanted her to come up and talk about the book, but hang out, Sincere Mac, and I'll bring you up also, okay? So whoever wants to come up, y'all can come on up, but y'all just hang out for 1 second, all right?
Remember when Rolling Stone did their piece? They noted that Kim briefly dated late music executive Shakir Stewart in
Shakir Stewart, to answer your question, did they ever find out who sent them flowers? Allegedly, Shakir Stewart is the one that sent the flowers. So the story is going on. You see how I edited, right? I got y'all.
2000. And Shakir's mom said there was an incident that involved Diddy threatening her son because Diddy never allowed anyone else to date Kim. Apparently, Diddy left Shakir bleeding on a hotel floor in Italy after breaking a chair on his head. So, if anything, that part about Diddy hitting Kim with a chair and telling her that no one is allowed to have her is somewhat believable. But what I want to know is if the flowers were actually from a producer or someone Kim was actually seeing at the time. Is it possible that the producer may have been a secret lover? I don't know. Anyway, Kim then continued and wrote in the memoir that Diddy apologized and told her that he didn't know what came over him. But she was afraid for her safety because they were in a private hospital room and no one would hear her even if she screamed like her life depended on it. And as she lay in the hospital bed, Diddy allegedly said, "I was just so jealous. You know how I am. I'm sorry, baby. I promise I'll never put my hands on you again. I swear."
I promise I'll never put my hands on you again is crazy coming from P. Diddy. So the fifth house says she's working on her connection. So the person that said they read the book, she'll be in here in a minute. Where you at? The guy just left. Come back. I'll bring y'all up in a minute.
She also said that she was concerned that Diddy would lie and say that she was in a car accident and people would believe him because he is a kingpin. Regardless, Kim said that Diddy spent the next 6 months helping her heal and working his way back into her life and into her bed. She acknowledges in the book that it was stupid of her to take Diddy back. And of course, she wasn't cast in any movie. In fact, from what she understood, the producer died of pneumonia. Whoa, hold on. Pneumonia? The same pneumonia that also took her out, child?
They have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Okay, the encounter referenced is said to have likely occurred sometime between Christian's birth in 1998 and the twins' birth in 2006, as Kim noted in the memoir that Christian was with the nanny at the time, and wrote about delivering her twins in the next chapter. Kim's memoir also suggests that this was not an isolated incident, and it actually paints a picture of a man who was deeply controlling and prone to outbursts. I mean, we've kind of established that already, right?
Real quick. TT Marie says, I thought Suge Knight was bad. Do y'all ever wonder why Suge Knight, how big and tough he was, never harmed a hair on Diddy's head? Because Diddy worked for, Diddy had the feds, not the feds, Diddy had the CIA behind him. So Diddy had people that were bigger than a gang behind Diddy. That's the reason why Diddy was more powerful than Suge Knight.
Previously, I also pointed out that the book goes into detail of how Diddy isolated and manipulated Kim, and how Kim would use a strap-on to please Diddy and hysterically cry alone after doing so. How her house was being wired, phone lines were tapped, how Diddy was paying personnel to watch her closely, and even details of how Diddy wanted full custody of the twins, but Kim threatened to expose him if he ever took her kids away from her. We've also previously talked about how Kim kept Albie Shore from running into Diddy and telling him not to go to certain places, and how the East and West Coasts faked things to eliminate Tupac and Biggie to obtain their masters because Pac and Biggie were allegedly planning to get together and challenge Bad Boy and Death Row on the rights to their music. Well, the leaked pages also go into detail about Diddy's alleged involvement in the unaliving of...
Because, see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
We decided to do the book because I'm not a rapper.
So as y'all can see, there is a book, and let me show you. She just said decided to do a book, and this is the actual. I'm sharing my screen so y'all can see that the book does exist. So as y'all can see, the book does exist. This is Amazon. Let me put it on a bigger screen. Okay, so this is the Amazon book. So you can literally go buy the book from Amazon. And somebody in the chat said she already read the book because I think it's only 44 pages. So the book is out, and I suggest everybody buy it, to support her family. And on top of that, somebody in the chat read it already. So when she's ready, we're going to have her come up, and we're going to talk about what she also read in the book. So the book does 1000% exist. Don't let nobody tell you the book don't exist. It exists.
or anything like that. But I've been in the business and been around the business.
Some of the things in the book cover Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom, Mary J. Blige being pregnant by Diddy, and of course, she had an AB, the beatings Kim took, pushing him down the steps in 2007, and him breaking his foot.
Jaguar Wright has broken her silence on Diddy settling his lawsuit with Cassie, and she claims Cassie knows what Diddy did to his ex, Kim Porter, when she tried to expose him. For years now, rumors have been swirling that Diddy had Kim Porter eliminated because she was planning to write a tell-all book. And several people who worked for Diddy claimed that they witnessed Diddy putting his hands on Kim.
When they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way.
And then Jaguar Wright directly accused Diddy of heinous crimes, including allegedly poisoning Kim Porter. And isn't it interesting how Diddy never tried to sue Jaguar for defamation? Well, Jaguar's back, and she revealed in a new interview that Kim warned Cassie about Diddy shortly before she died, and that Cassie knows exactly why Kim is no longer with us. So could Cassie's lawsuit lead to an investigation into Kim Porter's death? And what exactly did Kim tell Cassie in their last conversation?
And I know Kim had some very good advice to give you. And I believe that this is why things are happening as they're happening now.
It's going
Diddy was terrified of Kim Porter's book. Just like Jay-Z was afraid of Kathy White's interview. It's funny how things that they're afraid of disappear.
Who you think is next on the chopping block? Because I believe there's a chopping block, and there might be.
Oh, there is. Sean Carter. They're trying to avoid him. I'm going to make sure they can't.
Hey.
Hey, Aaron, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm good. So you said you read Kim Porter's book, right?
Yeah, it's short. It's like you know what it seems like? It seems like she was like just jotting down, just documenting. It's like a diary. Like each chapter is like maybe a page, page and a half, 2 pages the most.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a good book?
You see, so the stuff that's in here,
Yeah.
it's like, why would she? It has to be official because it's like it's kind of scandalous, and it's like she's not even covering up the shit that she's done. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like she's just being extremely transparent and honest.
Yeah. So she's not trying to be messy. She's just being herself.
She's just being transparent. She's just documenting her life.
Okay.
Because there's a man in here. There's a chapter, and I was like, yo, because like she loves this guy. Her son's dad, and what she exposed about him in here, him and Diddy, it was mind blowing. Of course, so there's certain things that she put X's on.
Yeah.
But I'll be sure it's up in here.
Okay. So is there anything you want to read from the book or something
Is
like
there
that?
anything you want me to read?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, so you could even go on. So Amazon actually lets y'all sample a few chapters because they're so short. But if you want me to read, I could start. I could read chapter 1, chapter 2, or chapter 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Aaron, I would, if you get some super chats, you gotta give me like a quarter of your super chats, okay?
Yes. So
All
look, everybody watching, let's just do a vote real quick. Do y'all want her to read excerpts from this book? It's not that long. It's like 44 pages. So do y'all want her to read the good parts of the book? And if y'all do want her to read excerpts of the book, y'all got to drop some super chats or some cash apps. All right. So first, say yes or no. Do y'all want her to read excerpts from the book? That's the first thing. And two, y'all got to drop some cash apps or super chats and I'll split them with her.
No,
If
I
y'all
don't. No, they're yours, babe. I don't need. I was just teasing. I'll gladly read it if your audience wants me to. It's not a big deal.
Okay. So everybody in the chat is saying yes. So y'all gotta drop some super chats or cash apps. Cash app is $AARON 1000 $AARON 1000 or super chat. Let's go. Of course, you can buy my Deeper Discussions card game. So everybody in the chat is saying yes. We about to talk about and read these excerpts. So real quick, let's play this commercial break and we'll get to you. Okay. All right. Be right back. Hit the like button. Let's get these likes up. And I already know the likes are likes are trash because y'all be tripping. So let's take a second. Take 30 seconds of your time for everybody to hit the like button, and we'll be right back.
Meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun. Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right, so let's get to it. All right, the floor is yours.
All right.
This is gonna be fun.
So the disclaimer that's written on the first page, it says, disclaimers. One of Kim Porter's final wishes was for this memoir/diary to be made public. Out of protection for certain parties and their potential criminal activity, some celebrities, performers, and events have been represented with X's due to their highly explosive nature. At some point in the future, this information will be revealed to the public. Regarding Kim's sudden death and the mysterious illness of Al B. Shore and Jamie Foxx, evidence does exist that points to foul play and or poisoning. God bless Kim Porter and all of Sean Combs' victims, both male and female.
Okay.
Chapter 1 says it says introduction. Soon after high school, I started landing modeling jobs. I couldn't believe it. It was all happening so fast. I met my husband, father of my oldest child, and one of my oldest friends in life, Al B. Shore. It was a whirlwind romance. I was only 19 when we married, and no, it didn't work out. Al is still one of my best friends to this day. Our son Quincy is such a talented and wonderful young man. At that time, I had no idea my relationship with Al was going to introduce me to the man that I would spend the better part of my adult life with. A man whom I would love and cherish, but eventually fear and hate. I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I will say, although I knew what was going on, I turned a blind eye many times. Here, I have to tell this truth. Unfortunately, because deep down, I knew everything that was happening, but I lied to myself a lot. He was so charming, a wolf in sheep's clothing, a devil, and I fell for it. This story must be told, despite the fact it will hurt my children. I cannot hide it any longer. Sean Combs must be stopped. Chapter.
Oh, so she's naming his name. She's naming. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's naming. There's certain things that she X'd out, but for the most part, she named names.
Okay.
Chapter 2, Humble Beginnings. I was born to loving parents, Jake Porter and Sarah L. Porter, in the Peach State of Georgia, all through Columbus High School, where I graduated in 1988. I knew I was going to be famous. In the 10th grade, one of my best friends, Tina, said to me, You won't make it here in Georgia. I knew if I really wanted to be famous, I would have to leave my hometown and my home, Georgia. That conversation was so important. As I look back now, it changed my life. I met Al while I was working in the industry. He was so dope and charming. And I had a crush on him. We were married before I knew it, and Quincy was on the way. But I was young, and it just felt like it wasn't going to last. It was a little heated between us after we separated, but we got past that quickly. He is just a super dope guy, an amazing father. Though we separated, we are forever bonded through Quincy. Thank you, Al. I will always love you. When I met Sean, he was cool. I didn't think much of him at the time. He was just another guy at the label. Uptown was huge, and we were all living our best life. But Sean continued to lay on the charm, and before I knew it, we were dating. As a young single mom at one of the hottest companies in the world, life couldn't get any better. Then it did. My boyfriend was getting even bigger. He and Clive would hang out a lot, but I didn't think anything of it. I mean, that was his boss, and he was doing things bigger than most men dare to even dream.
Stop right there. So stop right there. You said Clive. So
Clive.
everybody, Clive Davis.
Mhm.
And stop right there for 1 second. I just want to help everybody understand what is going on so y'all will understand who all these people are. So Clive Davis is the person that Diddy was introduced to by his own mother. So Clive Davis is actually the guy, because I think she's going to get into this. Clive Davis is actually somebody that she hold him out to. All right. So hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Oh, here it is right here. I just want to make sure y'all get an understanding of what's going on. Everybody hit the like button.
Over the years about Diddy and his mom's strange reporter because
Mama is the
Six.
Like
Janet.
Well, 1 second. Where is it at? Where is it at? Glorious Frank Lucas.
Rumors wanting his tight bond with his mom, always giving her shout outs and thanking her for everything she taught him.
Ma, I love you. This is your day.
But with all the nasty allegations swirling around Diddy, fans are starting to question what kind of life lessons he picked up from his mom. Well, here's where things get wild. As mentioned earlier, Diddy's wiki page claims that Janice used to work as a model back in the day.
So right here, we're going to talk about Clive Davis, and then we're going to get back to the book. I just want to give everybody an understanding on like what Clive Davis has to do with this. Because when she said Clive and jealousy, this is very important.
But see, there's not a shred of evidence out there proving her modeling gigs. Instead, the grapevine's buzzing that Janice was allegedly organizing fashion shows as a front while behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes doing what? His drug dealers of New.
To never disparage Diddy bad boy Janice Combs just his head about
one of his sons.
But there's another piece of the puzzle that's got everyone talking.
There are plenty people that are out here with us that we know. Lil Scrappy mom. How was come on? I'm getting on my own damn nerve. Or a seemed like he didn't want you. All right, shit. That ain't even the damn video. All right, keep going, keep going, keep going. I can't find the video. Just keep going.
Oh, okay. And rumor has it about that lady, Janice Combs. That's not his mom. That's his aunt. Apparently, it's a rumor that some people from Harlem that actually knew his dad and was around at that time. They're saying that the story that they're telling is a lie. Diddy's mom and dad were both killed together, and that woman is actually his aunt.
What?
Yeah. But
wait,
that's just something that some people who knew them from back then is out here saying.
So you're telling me that Janice Combs is not his mother? What the hell?
I mean, I can't substantiate that, but that's what they're saying, and they're saying the kids don't even call her grandma. They never call her grandma.
So this is the video I was looking for right here.
However, it all came crashing down when one of the hustlers allegedly did something unspeakable to one of the young women. Rumor has it that Janice managed to evade any charges thanks to her late husband's connections to law enforcement. So if all these rumors are true, it really makes you wonder if this is
She said late husband.
one of the reasons Diddy appears to have twisted relationships with women. The
Listen to
story
this.
goes that Janice was allegedly pushing Diddy to do whatever it took to climb that ladder of success, with some even claiming that she encouraged him to cozy up to powerful men, letting them use him to get ahead, only for Diddy to turn around and allegedly do the same to others. And when Diddy started showing some seriously troubling signs, think anger issues and other...
That's Andre Harrell right there, who's also dead. So that right there is what Janice Combs was doing. She actually pushed Diddy towards old white men to get her and him into the door of the music business, and she literally hold him out. And you're saying that is a possibility that Janice Combs is his aunt,
Right.
because his actual mom got deleted along with
the dad.
his dad.
Mhm.
Okay, keep
But
going.
there's some people in Harlem who apparently they know the real story, and they're like, the story that they're telling is bullshit. That ain't the real story.
Wow.
But you know, let's see what happens. Let's see if it all comes out, if the truth comes out.
But yeah, keep going.
But I
Keep going.
digress. Okay. So yeah, he and Clive would hang out a lot, but I didn't think anything of it. I mean, that was his boss, and he was doing things bigger than most men dare to even
Him and
dream.
Clive.
Him and Clive, right. Then it happened. I mean, okay, I was a little bit of a freak. I really enjoyed myself with my partner, and toys are one thing, but I never imagined having a man I was dating asking me to use a toy on him. The first time he said he just wanted to experiment, try something new. I was grossed out, but he kept begging. He said it would only be this one time, and he was just curious. I was only 20 at the time. I said, what the hell? I hated it. He bled from it, and there was shit on it. I left him alone after that.
Yo, Paul, that's too. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So real quick, Real As It Gets says it's only 173 likes and it's 581 people in here. Like, what in the world are y'all doing? Y'all get mad at me when I go yelling at y'all, telling y'all to hit the like button, but y'all aren't hitting the freaking like button. So this is what we're going to do. If y'all want her to continue with this memoir, because she has the book and y'all are listening to it, and it is super crazy, but what I need y'all to do is get these likes up to 500 right now. So I ain't gonna say we're gonna sit here because I ain't gonna do y'all like that, but we need these likes up. So are y'all gonna hit the like button, or are we just gonna sit here? Hit the freaking like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's go. But go ahead. I ain't gonna do everybody, because a lot of people have hit the like button. So I'm not gonna let the people who have hit the like button to suffer. But everybody hit the like button, y'all. So go ahead.
You want me to read chapter 3, or you want me to just read it in the chapters, one chapter after the next, or you want me to just skip through?
I don't know. Like, it might be some boring stuff or whatever, but if you like, you read it, so whatever you think that the people would be interested in, because I don't know. It's up to you.
All right, let me read. So that's I just read chapter 3. Let me go to chapter 5.
Okay.
Chapter 5 was interesting.
Can you imagine you got a dude that wants you to do that, and then it goes bad? Is blood and shit everywhere? That is crazy. Oh.
All right, so chapter 5.
Okay.
It's titled Sean Kneels, like as it kneels down.
Okay.
The year passed, and thankfully we didn't have many bad arguments, although Sean was strangely getting into voodoo. he would put curses on people, and I wasn't sure how to respond to that craziness. My problem as a single mother was I wanted to be married. He always had excuses and delays when it came to commit into marriage. His label was blowing up. Biggie dropped and it was just about over. He also signed Mary J. Blige. And of course, when I found out he slept with her, we fought. He claimed it was a mistake and my stupid ass took him back again. Sean asked me for a threesome with her. At first, I was mad, but Mary was beautiful. It was our first threesome, and I loved it. Mary was sexy. I would not be doing this a lot, but it was so hot
So they had a threesome
with
with
Mary.
Mary J. Blige?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I was young and exploring my sexuality wasn't enticing. Over the years, we brought women into our bedroom periodically, and we were happy. That is until one day I came home to a situation that went from awkward to a nightmare. Quincy was with the babysitter, and Sean was sitting with Al B. Shore at the dinner table. I had a child with Al, and Sean was the father in Quincy's life. The awkwardness of all of us being together had dissolved a long time ago, but it was still weird that they were here in my home together alone. I sat down and we had drinks. It was fun. The conversation was cool until it wasn't. Al was a little loose after a couple drinks.
Uh-oh.
I remember I remember him saying, "It's still weird seeing you with my friend, but you're happy, so I'm happy for you guys." Sean responded, "Thanks, man. Me and you, we've shared so much." Al replied coolly, "Word." The conversation took an odd and awkward turn when Sean said, "We all been together sexually, but not together." I was shocked for a moment as quietness lingered in the room. I asked, "What do you mean by all together?" Al shifted uncomfortably, but Sean didn't hesitate. "You know how we sometimes invite other people into our bed?" I couldn't believe it. "Oh, hell no. Sean, this is my son's father. Al, say something." What Al said was mind boggling. "I don't know. It could be kind of hot. I miss you in that way." Although I couldn't believe Sean would do this, the truth was I still cared about Al, and this could be very hot. I just didn't want it messing up my relationship. And if things became awkward, how would it affect Quincy? So I
Okay.
asked.
Wait, stop it. This is a lot. What the hell? Okay. One, I want to thank y'all for hitting the like button. So y'all are hitting the like button. So keep hitting the like button to send it out to more people. Because every time I will say 50 of you hit the like button at one time, you see is 100 more people coming in here. So hit the like button. And what I want y'all to do right now, along with hitting the like button, is drop popcorn emojis in the chat right now. Spam the chat with popcorn emojis. Spam the chat with popcorn emojis. This is a real book. This really happened, and this is coming from none only but Kim Porter. So hit the like button and spam the chat with popcorn emojis, because this right here is crazy. So right here, her two baby daddies, Diddy and Albie Shore, are hanging out, and they are both talking about, "Hey, why don't we just have a threesome? Because I miss you, and I think it'll be hot." And Kim is like, excuse me? And then she turns around and says, "Okay, I think it'll be hot too." So, real quick, what do you think about that? Say you had two baby daddies and they both are just like, "Yo, let's just do a threesome." Like,
What do who think about that? Nah, not at all. Not at all. But money is a hell of a drug. And I guess she was just addicted to the lifestyle and the money and just basically decided to go with the flow. I don't know.
golly.
But
That
that
is
but that ain't it. Let me get to the juicy part of there's like
it gets worse.
there's another chapter of this, another paragraph in this chapter. Let me just finish it.
Okay, keep going. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Go ahead.
So I asked, "Are you both sure?" I imagined both of them inside me. I knew this would be awkward sexually. there would be some bumping of genitals, but what happened next, I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams. Al XXXXXXXXX. I couldn't believe it. I stood there in shock. But when Sean XXXXXXX, I ran out of the room. This was too much. I
Wait,
couldn't.
what's
She
what's
X'd
the
out.
next one?
She left it up to our imagination, but something
Oh, okay.
occurred between them two.
So when Al did something, and then when Diddy did something.
Right. She
Oh,
said
okay.
when Sean started to do it, I ran out of the room. This was too much. I couldn't. Sean called out to me, "Oh, come on, Kimmy. They didn't chase after me. They XXXXXXXX." I couldn't get the image out of my mind. I couldn't be with Sean for a while, but that wouldn't be the last time I saw Sean in a compromising position, not by a long shot. One day I found the vault where he kept all of his encounters with men. Yes, he kept the record of it, but that's for later.
Golly. Right. And so they didn't even need her to be there. They just started doing each other. They didn't even care that she was gone.
Yeah. So now this is a chapter about Pac.
Tupac. Okay. Okay. Oh crap. Okay.
All right. So the chapter 6 entitled Pac. Biggie took over East Coast hip hop, and Sean was the brilliant mind that orchestrated it. He hired people to teach Chris how to flow and write his lyrics. He hired the best producers to do the beats, although he took credit. Chris is Biggie, Christopher Wallace. Okay, so when you hear her say Chris, that's Christopher Wallace, Biggie.
Oh, Biggie. Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
He hired the best producers to do the beats, although he took credit for them. And the music was unstoppable. At this point, because we all know that Diddy wasn't the producer, he was hiring people to produce.
He was hiring people. Yeah.
Right.
He's a liaison.
Yeah. At this point, Sean was sleeping with all the power players, and everyone that wanted to do music wanted to be a bad boy. Sean wheeled and dealed in a way that would have been unthinkable to many. He slept with the guys that really controlled the music to stay on top. A lot of the names average people have never heard of. These are the guys that make the decisions on who is winning and who is not. He hosted parties that were just a fancy name for orgies, and everyone wanted in. When I met Tupac, Sean and I had an open relationship, and yes, I slept with Pac. Shit, he was sexy. Sean didn't mind. Well, not until he tried to get Pac to join both of us.
Oh.
Pac was not good with that. This is where the relationship between them became strained. Tupac wasn't going to accept Sean's advances. Pac wasn't gay, and he was pissed about the advances. We were all in Sean's house. I was drinking. They were smoking, and everyone was just relaxing. Sean came in on what I am sure he would call a smooth approach. My baby's bad, isn't she? Pac threw me a sly smile. Hell yeah. I felt myself blush. Sean was now in full swing. You think you hit it better than me? I couldn't believe he disrespected me that way. Yeah. I was not playing with my response. Sean, what the fuck? Pac came to my defense. Damn, bro, you ain't got to do the sister that way. Tupac appeared upset behind Sean's words, but Sean went in for the kill regardless. I think my dick's bigger than yours. I bet I can make her come faster than you. What's up? Pac was appalled.
What's up?
What the fuck you talking about, nigga? I ain't trying to run no fucking train. Sean continued. What you scared of? Let's see who fucks better. Let her be the judge. Yes, at this point, we had been inviting others into our bed for a while, but I'm not used to and will not stand for disrespect. I wasn't the only one upset. Pac shouted, nigga, you talking about pulling your fucking dick out? Sean was undaunted. What you scared? Tupac simply left. Things were contentious since then. The two would not be in the same room. Pac avoided me as much as he did Sean. When they did bump into each other, the tension was palpable. It felt like blows could be thrown at any moment. Months passed with only the tension between them. It was uncomfortable, but nothing like a death. Then one day, While we were at the studio, it happened. I walked into Sean's office. He was having the conversation. Sean sat across from Jimmy Henchman. Everybody know who Jimmy Henchman is?
Okay, so everybody right now, let us know in the chat. Do you know who Jimmy Henchman is? Or, we can explain who Jimmy Henchman is if y'all don't know. So, yes or no? Do y'all know who Jimmy Henchman is? Because this is very important. Say yes or no. Yes or no in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. All right. The majority of the people do not know who Jimmy Henchman is. Do you want to explain or you want me?
Sure. I'm from New York. I'll explain it.
You're from New York. So you know more than me. You know more than me.
I know a little bit about what happened because that was my era. Jimmy Henchman, when Tupac got shot at the studio in Harlem, was it in Harlem? Come on, I'm sorry, I forget what studio it was, but it was. You remember the studio that he got shot at, and he said that Diddy and Biggie set him up.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, I remember.
Got the name of it. Quad Studios.
Quad Studio. Okay.
Yeah. What happened was right before Tupac got to the studio, he and Jimmy Henchman was on the phone. They was having like an argument because Jimmy Henchman wanted him to record a song, and Pac was like he didn't want to record it. He wanted Pac to record a song with Little Sean. Sean didn't want to record it. I mean, Pac didn't want to record it.
Yeah.
So when he got to Quad Studios, there was some niggas waiting for him and robbed him and shot him up. After he got shot, Pac got on the elevator, went upstairs, and saw Jimmy Henchman and Tupac in a studio together, in one of the rooms together.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Henchman was one of Haitian Jack's homeboys.
Right.
Right. So
Tupac said, I forgot the name of the song. Against All Odds, he said something about Jimmy Henchman. So if y'all remember Jimmy Henchman in that song, that's who Jimmy Henchman is. Go ahead.
Right. So for her to mention him in this book was a little like, wow, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All righty.
Real.
So so Sean sat across from Jimmy Henchman. Now Kim is in the studio with Diddy and Jimmy Henchman. She's listening to the conversation. Pac, don't leave that fucking studio alive. I don't think I was supposed to hear it. I continued as if I didn't. Hey, Sean, good morning, Jimmy. They didn't seem to think I heard anything. I'm ordering breakfast. Smiling. Sean replied first. Let me get eggs, sunny side up with grits and orange juice. I could see he was hungover. Good. I don't want him knowing I know anything. If he just put a hit out on Tupac, knowing something could be dangerous. Jimmy, apparently not hungry, said, nothing for me. As he stood to exit the room, he said to Sean, let's make that happen. Then nodded to me and said, Kim, always a pleasure. With a wink to me and a nod to Sean, he turned and walked out. Jimmy was a part of our intimate circle. I went on as if nothing was happening. I'll make the call now. I smiled as I left, hoping I wasn't white as a sheet. I wasn't in the studio the night Pac survived being shot, thank God. From what I understand, Sean and Chris saw Pac at the studio after he'd been shot and did nothing. The way God works, after being shot, Pac made it to the elevator and tried to escape, but it stopped at the floor Sean and Chris were on. When the doors opened, they saw him lying on the elevator floor riddled with bullets. The fact they didn't call an ambulance, although they saw Pac lying there swimming in a pool of his own blood, would be all the evidence Pac ever needed. He, of course, assumed they placed the hit, and Tupac is a soldier. This is not something that will be unanswered. Tupac didn't do well. He lost a testicle, but he survived.
Can you stop right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to make sure because I need a little clarity, and somebody in the chat may need a little clarity. So they were sitting down talking about what when they were sitting down at breakfast, and then who was in the elevator and they stopped.
Right. So according to Kim, Puff and Jimmy were in a room in the studio in Sean's office.
Yeah.
Talking. having a conversation, and what she heard in the conversation was, Pac don't leave that fucking studio alive.
Okay, so she heard that.
She heard them talking, and that was a sentence that she heard.
Okay, yeah,
Then next thing you know, Pac gets shot.
yeah.
Now, according to her book, Diddy and Big met Pac in the elevator, but a lot of other people that had that I guess you know that tell the story and all the
Yeah.
documentaries and stuff, they
Uh-huh.
show Pac actually crawling, you know, getting out the elevator and actually going into one of the studios where he saw Diddy and Jimmy Henchman. But she's
Because
saying it was in the
so they
elevator.
came down to a floor, and because Tupac got shot outside.
No,
So
he
that
got
was
shot
the
in
elevator
he got
outside.
shot outside the elevator, right? But he got on the elevator.
He got on the elevator
Mhm.
and did
After
what?
he got shot, he got on the elevator and went up to a floor.
And went where? Like, I got shot. I want to leave out of the building. Why am I going
Mhm.
upstairs?
He got on the elevator. Everybody says that much. He got on the elevator.
To go where? You're going inside of the place where, because you got shot inside of the building, right?
Well, where he got shot was as soon as they walked in, they walked in the building, walked to the elevator, and the guys that shot them were in that lobby area waiting, and that's where they shot him. So I guess the elevator was right there, so he just got on it because they had already pressed the elevator and everything to go up. So the elevator door must have opened after Pac got shot, and he just got on the elevator. And when the
Okay.
elevator doors closed, because everybody was pressing the buttons or whatever, he probably
Yeah.
just went up to a floor, and it happened to get on a floor that he saw Diddy and Big.
And they ain't even called the police or nothing.
According to what she's saying, they didn't call the police. But I like for all the documentaries and you know movies or whatever that I've seen about this, I didn't see Kim anywhere in the studio, so I don't know. But according to her, the last sentence of this chapter is it was orchestrated and Sean Puffy Combs was the orchestrator.
So this right here is documented proof that Sean Puffy Combs, along with Jimmy Henchman, orchestrated the deletion of Tupac, but he didn't die at that particular time.
Right.
Correct?
So right, apparently. So if Pac was like, y'all niggas set me up, maybe he was onto something because I don't know. I mean, who knows at this point? Because everybody's saying the whole thing was a lie. I don't know, but this is what she documented.
And before you move on, I just want to okay, so it was some speculation, and this kind of like clears it up. There was some speculation about how close Diddy and Tupac was, right? And with Diddy being gay, it was like they were a couple and they broke up, right? Because like, how would Tupac be so close to Diddy and Diddy be doing all this gay shit, right? So what actually happened, according to the memoir, is half of that is true. He was into all this gay stuff, and him and Tupac was really close, and Tupac was close to Diddy because he was smashing Diddy's wife. So it was like a community of people that was smashing each other's girlfriends and wives. So that is the closeness, and that is the almost gayness that people read between Tupac and Diddy, but they weren't together. They were sleeping with each other's girls. And then at one point, Diddy tried to get them to do a threesome so they can be gay together. And Tupac said no. And that is when he distanced himself. And that appeared to look like a breakup. So I get it now.
Apparently, the Hit 'Em Up song, the one that we heard, that was the edited version. Because apparently the first one that Pac wrote had all of Diddy's gay business in there. But
Why
he
didn't
got it out.
Do you know why he didn't put that out? He was told not to, or
I don't know. I guess so. But yeah, apparently that was the edited version.
So I want y'all to think about this. Before Hit 'Em Up comes on, he said, "That's why I smashed your wife. You claim to be a gangster, but I smashed your wife. Bad boy for life." So he smashed Biggie and Diddy's wives. Wow.
Well, Kim was never his wife, but you know.
Okay, girl. Okay, gotcha. But imagine two of these moguls, or whatever you want to call Biggie and Diddy, because they one worked for the other. One of them, well, no, both. Pop smashed both of their girls. That is crazy. But question: did they smash Pac's girl?
I don't know. Well, remember Diddy had a baby with one of Pac's ex-girls.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a daughter with one of Pac's ex-girlfriends.
So I guess Diddy was smashing his girls too then.
Well, I don't know if he did it after. I'm not sure if he got with, I forget her name. And she was Kim's friend. Remember, Misa, Kim, all of Diddy's baby mamas was friends. All of them. Misa and Kim was friends. Kim took Diddy from Misa, and then Kim's friend, she took Diddy from her.
And let me add clarity to this, because y'all probably think this is weird. This is actually not weird. As an example, do y'all know Ray J's wife, Princess? He took her out of the stable of what's the boxer's name?
Sarah Chapman. That's her name, Diana. You're right. Sarah Chapman. That was Kim's homegirl.
Sarah Chapman. So
right.
Who's a boxer? Come on, boxer. Best boxer in the world.
I don't know. I know I think I know who you're talking about, but
Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather had a stable of women, and one of the women was Princess. And this is how Floyd Mayweather and Ray J kind of stopped talking to each other. So Ray J took Floyd Mayweather's girl, that's not why they fell out. He didn't give her back. Because the way we men operate, because I've done this in circles in the past. If my homeboy got some broads and he's smashing them, I'm be like, yo, what's up? And he gonna be like, whatever, get her. But I'm supposed to give her back, right? So he can keep smashing her. So he turns around and made her his girlfriend, and that is somewhat why they stop messing with each other, because he didn't give his girlfriend back. So this happens in a lot of elite circles, because dudes just be having a harem full of women, and the homeboys be like, yo, let me smash her. And dude be like, go ahead and get her. But you got to give her back. So when it comes to all this wife's girlfriend swapping, to a certain degree, because Diddy is crazy, this is nuts, but to a certain degree, it's normal. Because remember the song, hold on, let me there's a lot of noise real quick. Do y'all remember the song, Every Single Where We Go, We See the Same Hoes? That's kind of like what it is. When you travel all the time with the same group of people, chicks end up traveling with y'all. So just like you can see tour dates of a rapper, tour dates of tonight's conversation, women travel to the next city and to the next city. So when we behind stage, because it actually happens with us on tonight's conversation, sometimes we see the same chick that was in another state. And then, if I'm not saying anybody on tour did, because people are married or whatever, but I can smash a chick that I met in Texas, and then we can be in Detroit, and that same chick is in just walking around or whatever, and then now she's talking to somebody else, and I'm like, oh shit, damn, she done flew all the way over here. So it's kind of like the same type of thing that they are doing, but the difference is it's the co-mingling of having threesomes and all the other stuff. So it's not crazy what's actually going on.
No, and I believe Gene Deal used to say that all the time. They all used to sleep with each other's girls. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. You know.
Because
Yeah.
when you got money or when you got status, you say this woman is off, you know, don't mess with her, right? But these other chicks, oh yeah, they're for everybody, you know, because women are party favors to, you know, a lot of circles, and the women enjoy being party favors because they enjoy all of this attention, you know, because it's like, as a man or a woman, take out sex. You would love to hang out with Floyd Mayweather them, Ray J and them, or Drake and them, or Fabulous and them, or Joe Button and them, you know, and you just around, whether you're male or female, and you just hang, you like, yo, this is cool, right? So if you're a female and Ish, as an example, you know, I know he got a lady, I'm just making up something, wants to smash, and he's attractive, you're gonna let him smash. And then if Joe Button wants to smash, like 2 weeks later, you're gonna smash because everybody's just around each other smoking weed or whatever and drinking, and everybody's just doing whatever. So it's really a normal thing. But all that threesome stuff, that's different. But go ahead. Do you think that's normal? Like just in New York or whatever?
Well, I didn't experience that, fortunately.
Okay.
You know, I didn't experience. I used to go to Swiss Beats parties all the time because my ex-husband used to work in the industry, and well, he works in the industry, and it wasn't. I didn't go to the after parties, so everybody was just cool. I didn't really experience the funny stuff, thankfully, but yes, there were moments when like I remember when I met Diddy and when I met Jay-Z, I felt really weird. Like I'm real big on energy and I felt like icky after just shaking their hand.
Why?
They kind of looked at me a certain way and I felt weird. Like it felt weird. It felt weird. Like I can't even describe the feeling. It just felt weird.
I can imagine if I don't smash every chick in the room except for you and you're attractive, I'm gonna be looking at you like, do I want to fuck her or no? And I'm just like, I might just look at your ass while you standing like, nah, or either like, you know what I'm saying? Was it that kind of thing?
It was looking, they looked me in my face a certain way.
Okay, like I'm a kill you or I want to smack.
Like who's this? Like that kind of weird kind of look, you know?
Yeah,
it was weird. I ain't like it.
I got you. And that's the thing, like, because if y'all doing a lot of stuff, because I grew up around a lot of drug dealers, so yeah, a new person comes around and they're like, yo, who's that? Because you don't know who to talk about certain things in front of other people. So I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. This is getting crazy.
So this next chapter is about Who Shot Ya, the song.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So this is it's titled Threats, Chapter 7. At this point, I knew I had to get away from him, but I was scared. Is he going to take my life if I try to escape? One February evening, I thought I found my opportunity at dinner after an event. We were at a ritzy restaurant in a private booth. It was an exclusive setup. We were alone, but we were in public. Perfect. Sean was on the phone talking to an unknown listener as he sat down. His words on that call will be etched into my mind forever. We're going to release Who Shot Ya now. He waited for a response, then went on to say, of course they're going to think B.I.G. was talking about Pac. That's the whole fucking point. Nobody would give a fuck about a diss track against LL fucking Cool J. Do you know how much money we'll make with this kind of rap beef? Niggas battling after someone really got shot? This may not be the best time for this conversation. Sean was finishing up. We'll drop that shit tomorrow. He listened into the phone, then responded, there's going to be blood on the street. Niggas missed. Pac's alive. Let's capitalize on that shit. When he responds, it's just going to mean more money. He turned around and looked at me. Spoke back into the phone. I'll call you back. Then hung up and spoke to me. What's wrong? I tried my best to give a fake smile at what I'd heard. After all, me and Pac were intimate. I responded, nothing. Sean wasn't fooled. Are you sure? His demeanor was threatening, but I responded as cool as I could muster to his intimidating stare. Yeah.
Okay, stop. Wait, stop right there. Stop right there. So, they did shoot him, and she knows he shot him. So, what is the conversation about who shot you not being about shooting him when everybody knows they shot him?
Because Big didn't write that song. Big wrote that song way before Pac got shot.
Oh, so he's just like, let's release
it now after right.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you know, like common sense, like that's not a good idea because it's gonna make him think. But apparently, from what she's saying, Diddy was like, yeah, that's what I want. I want them to think that.
Did Biggie know that Diddy got this done?
Let's keep reading.
All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. If y'all are liking this, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all are liking this, put a 1 in the chat and drop popcorn emojis. If y'all are enjoying this, drop popcorn emojis and put a 1 in the chat. And make sure to hit the like button if you have not. The lights have went up, so I appreciate y'all. So I'm waiting on the ones. Quick commercial break. We'll come right back. That will help every woman. I just came up with a solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, regardless of background. See, in my 7 years of coaching women, the #1 thing that I hear in my coaching sessions is her issue or tumultuous relationship with her mother. So what I've done is come out with a card game that will actually help mothers and daughters come back together. We have to get to the source of a woman's pain, her inadequacies, her insecurities, and heal that little girl inside of her before she goes out in the world as a woman. I call Like Mother, Like Daughter, therapy in a box. Therapy in a box is 50 questions for the daughter to ask the mother, questions that you always wanted to ask. And it's also 50 questions for the mother to ask the daughter. But when you're able to ask the questions that you always wanted to ask to your mother without her getting upset, without her pulling rank on you, the lines of communication are now open. When women are finally able to forgive their mother, forgive their father, forgive what happened to them, and most importantly, hear her mother's side of the story that she never divulged to you, relationships outside of the household would then blossom. Because for most women, there's a hurt little girl inside of her that never had an opportunity to be seen or heard. All of the resentment, the lack of being heard, but all that stops when you buy my new Like Mother, Like Daughter card game. Order it now. The link is under this video. Click the link and let's start healing. All right, real quick. The link to buy my mother-daughter card game is in the chat and is also under this video. And if you're watching on Facebook, it's over the video under the actual title. We got 7 people that have bought card games. Let's get to 15. Let's just make it an even 15. So let's get 8 more people to buy my Deeper Discussions card game. The link is under this video. The link is in the chat. The link is also pinned in the chat. Pre-order this card game and buy my Deeper Discussions card game. It's 80 cards in this card game and you won't regret it. It's the best $28 that you've ever spent. You spend $28 on all kinds of dumb shit. Spend $28 on something that will keep you from getting pregnant by a bum, or that will keep you from getting a whore pregnant. Too many of y'all are just running around having unprotected sex with people that y'all don't know. And it's okay. Like, you don't want to use your own condom? Cool. It is what it is. But at least get an understanding of who the person is before y'all start having sex with no condom. Because y'all asses are nasty because y'all ain't wearing condoms. But get to know the person before you start having sex with the person without a condom. Because y'all nasty. So hit the like button and buy my Deeper Discussion card game. And let's get back to the show.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
All right. So
this is so good.
All right. So we stopped at Kim trying to be cool as Diddy's interrogating her, like asking her if she's okay. So he's like, "Are you sure?" His demeanor was threatening, but I responded as cool as I could muster to his intimidating stare. "Yeah, of course." He took my hand, saying, "That's wonderful." He began to squeeze my hand until it hurt as he continued. Because seeing you walk in the office while I was talking about killing that motherfucker and you not saying shit to me had me just a little concerned. His grip was starting to hurt badly. "You're hurting me." As he continued, he squeezed tighter. "Your pretending you didn't hear anything was a sign of your loyalty to me, not something I should be concerned with, right?" I had no choice but to give him the answer he wanted. I knew I was trapped when I responded, "Of course I'm loyal to you." He let me go as he responded, "Good. And remember, I'm the big dick." I snatched my hand back in pain. He smiled and said, "Let's start off with a good wine." He snapped his fingers, and his favorite wine was poured for him. They
Wow.
knew, they knew what Sean wanted, and what he wanted, he got. I'm trapped. Now isn't the time for me to launch my escape plan. I have to be strategic. It's going to be hard to leave the glamour, the glitz, the lifestyle. I mean, this man just snapped his fingers in one of the most exclusive restaurants in New York City, and they poured his drink of choice. The bottle of wine is $800, and this is 1994. The list to get in this place is 6 months long if you are somebody. Mayor Giuliani has a table here tonight also. If I got up and walked out, I would be safe. But what about tomorrow? I had to think. He sipped his wine and smiled. "You're not drinking." He pointed at my glass, and of course, a waiter filled it. They knew what I liked as well. Sean has a bad temper. He yells sometimes, and okay, he's roughed me up once or twice, but he never punched me. He never bruised me, and he never hit Quincy. I would not have stood for that. He never laid a hand on my son. At that time, I never thought of him touching Quincy in any way. Then the significance of what he said hit me. Is he mad at Tupac over me? I'm the big dick? Oh my God. The last time he put his hands on me, it was because I enjoyed Jamie Foxx too much.
Oh.
Shit, he enjoyed Jamie too. He gets so insanely jealous. It's not fair. He wants to bring other men.
Wait. He enjoyed Jamie too?
Well, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can you back up a little bit and what?
Sure. The last time the last time he put his hands on me, it was because I enjoyed Jamie Foxx too much. Shit, he enjoyed Jamie too. He gets so insanely jealous. It's not fair. He wants to bring other men into the bedroom, but gets jealous when he does. "Damn, you're quiet tonight," he said, snapping me back into the present. I asked a question that was burning in my mind since I walked into that office. "What does Chris think of this?" Biggie. He looked at me cool, right? He looked at me coolly and said, "His fat ass better just keep doing music."
Oh.
A third guest was escorted over by security. Sean motioned for him to sit. A waiter walked over to Sean Carter and asked, "Would you like something?" Carter responded, "No, thank you." Then said hello to me with a smile. Smiling, I replied, "Hey, Carter," and took a sip of my drink. Sean Carter. Isn't that Jay-Z?
Hold on, wait. Okay. Can you okay, what's going on? I'm getting confused.
A third guest was escorted over by security.
While they was at the table.
Right.
Okay.
Sean motioned for him to sit.
Okay.
A waiter walked over to Sean Carter and asked, "Would you like something?" Carter responded, "No, thank you." Then said hello to me with a smile. Smiling, I replied, "Hey, Carter," and took a sip of my drink. The Seans may share a bed together from time to time, but thankfully, I was never asked to join. I'm gonna pause right there for you so you can catch your breath because I know I know you didn't like to hear that, but yeah.
The Seans
like
to share a bed together, but luckily I'm never there.
I've never asked to join.
I've never been asked to join.
Yeah.
Now,
Mama Boys, you enjoying story time? I hope
now,
I'm reading clearly for everybody. Everybody, like, you understanding the story? I'm reading it good. All right.
yes, you're reading this so well. This is freaking crazy. So I want to just throw Sean Carter some bail. And y'all might think I'm wrong for this, but I'm gonna throw Sean Carter some bail.
Wait, Gail 34 said, who are the Seans? Baby, the Seans. Sean Carter, Sean John.
Diddy
The
Combs.
Seans.
The Seans. Okay, so I want to throw
Jaguar did say it, Diana. She absolutely did. She did.
So I want to give Jay-Z shoot Jay-Z some bail. And why I do this, Cash App $Aaron 1000. Cash App Aaron 1000. Y'all are not getting this nowhere else. $Aaron 1000, AARON. Contribute to the freaking channel, y'all. I'm telling y'all, let's go. Contribute to the channel. Okay. Just to throw Jay-Z some bail.
Okay. Stupid. All right.
What she said was they're sharing a bed together, right?
Yes,
It's a possibility that they're smashing chicks together in that bed. Because I've shared a bed with a dude with a chick in the past. So sharing a bed together could mean that, or in this world, they're just running through chicks together on the same bed, and it's like a train. So I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Shooting some bail and hoping that I'm right, because I've smashed a chick and me and a dude took turns. That could be sharing a bed. I don't know, because I just don't want to believe that Jay-Z is sleeping with or was sleeping with P. Diddy. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I don't know. This is all just entertainment for me. You know, I feel like these characters in our lifetime, these archetypes that are playing their roles, they're playing it well, and they're here for our entertainment, and that's it. I don't really judge them. I don't care. Like, they are who they are.
Because we used to go get half the strippers out of the strip club and bring them back to the hotel and smash the strippers. And it don't be number like 2 beds in the hotel. So everybody shared the same bed together.
But you know, back in the 90s, that rumor, they've been saying that about Mr. Carter. That's not nothing. That's like, this isn't the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
like I said, I'm just trying to shoot some bail, because if you get a whole bunch of chicks and you and your homeboys, we all sharing the same bed, you know, so sharing the bed together can be sharing the same bed to smash chicks. Because I've done that. There's only one bed in the hotel room. We're sharing the same bed.
Aaron, there's a gentleman in here. His name is Play Cards. He's saying that he's the author. And do you want him to call in?
Play cards.
But I thought you said that Jamal T. Millwood was just a made up name.
Yes.
So how is this guy saying that he's Jamal T. Millwood? I don't know.
Oh, most likely he's lying then. So
I don't know.
If you want to come up, sir, whoever you are,
he said he published a book.
Play Cards published a book. All right.
Look, Black Beauty said Play Cards. Stop it.
What did he say?
I mean, he said he ain't lying. So.
Oh no, they lying, they trolling, because somebody who published the book is not gonna go and say in all caps, I ain't lying.
Okay. All right.
So don't hit the link. I'll drop the link, because the second you typed in "I ain't lying" in all caps, you lying. Like, because somebody who wrote this book is going to be sitting back like, "Oh man, this is awesome." I come up, they want me to, but I'm not going to be like, "Let me up," so I no. Yeah. So do not hit the link. I'm not letting you up, but go ahead.
Okay. This is fun. All right. So she said she was never asked to join. Carter went on to speak to Sean. I thought we were meeting in private. Sean replied with a nonchalant shrug. I had to discuss something with her. It's fine. Go ahead. He wielded this kind of power. Carter shifted uncomfortably in his chair before continuing. It's true.
What's going on?
Okay.
Who said what?
All right. So Carter is Hove. Sean is Puff.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me go back.
What?
Okay. So listen.
Jay-Z wants to talk to
Carter. Carter went on to speak to Sean.
Okay.
I thought we were meeting in private. Sean replied with a nonchalant shrug. I had to discuss something with her. It's fine. Go ahead. He wielded this kind of power. Carter shifted uncomfortably in his chair before continuing.
Okay.
It's true. Chris and Pac were about to start their own label.
Hold on. Chris and Pac is Biggie and
Tupac. Right.
They're about to start their own label. Okay, go ahead. Gotcha.
Sean slammed his fist against the table, shouting, "Doesn't anyone have any fucking loyalty?" Carter. Well, that's not happening right now. Sean peered at Carter with distrust. Why the fuck are you so eager to share this with me? Chris is your man. Fuck, he brought you on and you stabbing him in the back? Carter.
Stop right there. So Biggie actually brought Jay-Z in to, become who Jay-Z actually is. And Jay-Z is sitting here banging on the table like these niggas ain't got no loyalty. And Diddy is like, why are you worrying about it? Like, that's your man. Like, why are you so mad? It ain't like it's Suge Knight. Like, what? Because I'm confused myself. So go ahead.
Okay. So Carter responded with indignity. First, I'm tired of being that nigga's son. I need to come out from under his damn shadow. Sean smiled slightly. Okay, I respect that. Carter kept going. On top of that, this nigga is making that move, and it should have been with me. Sean looked at Carter blankly.
To sign with his record label, Rockefeller. Okay.
Right. Okay. Sean looked at Carter blankly. Pac put Chris on. You know this. What's this really all about, Carter? Don't fucking try to play me. The Jay-Z of today wasn't born yet. This young Sean Carter was in over his head. Yeah. Cornered, he had to spill it out. I want his spot. Ambition. Now, this is a man I can work with. Sean made a grandiose gesture towards Carter. Waiter, get this motherfucker whatever he wants. Carter smiled. Thank you. Sean responded, honesty and ambition. We're going to make a lot of bread together. Carter ordered a drink as he started again. Guess he won't be leaving with that nigga to do their own label now. Sean responded with his normal air of arrogance. Why don't you let me worry about that? I took this as my cue to escape. I told Sean, I'm going to go ahead and get back to Quincy. Sean was wrapped up in his conversation with Carter and barely noticed as he excused me. Have the limo drop you off. We didn't eat. He didn't care. I smiled and kissed him on the cheek and left. So, according to this, Jay-Z wasn't on it too?
Jay-Z, well, he not, taking up for Jay-Z this time, but just being objective. Well, he didn't say, I want to delete him. He's just mad that how dare he and Biggie try to start their own record label and instead of signing to Rockefeller. But I don't hear anything about like, let's, get them deleted. Did you? Or did I miss something?
I didn't hear that either.
Yeah, they just mad. Like, bro, I got a whole record company right here because Biggie was the shit, Then you got Tupac. So it's like, yo, I want everybody to sign to my record. That's like if I wanted to get people to sign to my network and everybody be on my channel and shit. And somebody went to somebody else. I'd be mad too, but I don't want to kill them. So I think it's two different things.
Yeah. Are you reading what Cash Out Media is saying?
Jamal Millwood is in the waiting room on the StreamYard.
You gonna let him in?
Hold on. Show your face, Jamal. Show your face, Jamal, because you might be a weirdo. You probably are a weirdo. Show your face, Jamal Millwood. They go like this. No. They go like this. I wrote it.
I can't.
No, I'm not bringing them up. Like, no way. No. Keep,
all right.
Keep going.
Chapter 8.
This person is trying to. And look, and they got a pen. They got a pen in their hand, and like they like just wrote it 5 minutes ago. Oh my God! But go ahead.
Okay. The chapter 8 is entitled Kidada. All right. Actress, model, and fashion designer Kidada Jones was Tupac Shakur's fiance and is the daughter of record producer Quincy Jones and actress Peggy Lipton. Being around other celebrities was just a part of life. Meeting Kidada was just one of those events, and as time went on, we became close. We hung out together, went shopping, and so on. It was about the same time I met Kimora. Those were the days, or so I thought. We always had girl talk, and the fact she was dating someone I had previously been with wasn't a source of contention. Okay, so I guess Kim banged Russell Simmons too.
Hold on, back up. I didn't see that. The dude tried to come back up. I was looking at that.
Or was she talking about
Kimora and Kidada and Kim Porter have met up with each other. What happens next?
So she said that she was hanging out and shopping with Kidada, and it was about the same time she met Kimora. Those were the days, or so I thought. We always had girl talk, and the fact she was dating someone I had previously been with wasn't a source of contention. We didn't get jealous of each other. It was just girl talk stuff. No, I did not become intimate with Kidada. Kimora was too jealous for that. Yes, Kidada knew about Kimora, Sean, and I all being together sexually. Of course she did. We shared that kind of thing. We were open and honest with each other about almost everything. A true friendship, except I couldn't be open and honest about everything. Not anymore. Sean made sure of that.
So sorry. So according to what I'm hearing, Diddy was smashing
Kimora
girl because Diddy and Kim Porter was having threesomes with Kidada.
No, Kimora.
Oh, it was 3 women.
It was no. Kimora and Kim was smashing Diddy together. They was having threesomes together.
Not
Kidada. No, not Kidada. Okay. Because according to this, Kimora would get jealous. Kimora didn't want her smashing Kidada.
Kimora would get jealous of who?
Of Kidada. If Kim was to have sex with Kidada, Kimora.
Oh, because Kimora was claiming Kim.
Right.
Got it. This is a lot, but okay. I'm glad you're here. If I would have been reading this, I wouldn't know what the hell is going on. So thank you for.
You're welcome.
This is crazy. Who's being jealous of what? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So then she said, Kidada and Pac were the greatest couple. He was always so cool and yes, sexy. She was so beautiful and fun. Before all the tension and beef, we used to all hang out together. It was always dope vibes. But with Pac's shooting and the suspicious surrounding Sean and Jimmy, the vibes between Kidada and I weren't always perfect. Then came that night. Award shows weren't anything new for us. At this point, we dialed up as the men groomed. We didn't choose what we wore. A stylist prepared our color palettes, a makeup artist did our makeup, and a hairstylist did our hair. This was just the way of things. We shared the best stylists in the business. Sometimes we would all go to the studio for an event to get our measurements taken, but this time, Kadada seemed different. I felt like something was wrong. When I probed her, she wouldn't say anything. Then the day of the event was here. We would all see each other inside. Even though Sean was my man, as far as props, I had nothing on Kadada. Being Quincy Jones's daughter had perks,
Yeah.
and superstardom was among them. Pac wasn't there. When she saw us, she came over to our table. We sat around, kicking it in a very dope vibe. Sean knew he wasn't to clean. He was Sean. Sean knew he was going to clean up this award show. He had all but taken over the East Coast musically. With all the hits, there really was no way he wouldn't. Bad Boy is Hall of Fame stuff now, and Sean P. Diddy Combs knew it. Sean smiled at Kadada as she sat at our table, but something about that smile didn't seem authentic. Soon I would know why. He's sick when he has a grudge against someone. As she sat, Sean said, Bad Boy is going to clean the fuck up. From his table with Faith, Chris replied, Hell yeah. And that new shit we busting out gonna have these niggas sick. Kadada signaled for the waiter to pour her a glass of ginger ale that sat over at her table. As the waiter refreshed her drink, she said, Pac's music gonna get some love too. Sean grimaced. Oh, come on, Sean. I know y'all got y'all differences, but you have to admit the man makes great music. Sean looked at me out the corner of his eye.
Wait, Sean as in Jay-Z?
No. Sean is in, remember, Jay-Z is called Carter in this book.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sean is Diddy. Sean looked at me out the corner of his eye, then took another sip of his favorite cognac and replied, Bad Boy got the hottest music on the fucking planet. I ain't tripping. Everybody got to get their shine, right? Kadada sighed. Sean, Tupac thinks you're involved with him getting shot.
Oh!
You two were close. You need to make this right. Sean responded indignantly. Why the fuck would that nigga think I had anything to do with it? Kadada retorted, Sean, can you blame him? Sean was obviously not happy with that question by his reply. Hell yeah, I blame him. We had a good thing going. All of us. That nigga turned on me, and he has the fucking balls to blame me for his shooting? The indignity he managed to spew out while lying through his teeth was something I did not expect. I was thrown back for a moment before interjecting. Dad, do we have to do this tonight? It's Sean's big night. Kimora heard the ruckus and made her way over to the table as well. She sat down and said, Hey, everybody, with that big dimpled smile. I smiled and replied, Hey. Kadada also seemed happy to see her as she said, Hey, what's up, Kimmy? Kimora, never the type to hold her tongue, went straight at it. The whole place is buzzing with the fact you're sitting here accusing Sean of having Pac shot. Y'all kinda loud? She laughed. Kadada seemed embarrassed as she looked around and see everybody staring and whispering, but she wasn't about to back off. In fact, she doubled down. Anybody here not talking about it ain't real anyway. We all know Sean was behind it. Kimora forced a smile. Honey, we don't have to do this here. Kadada made clear she was not to be silenced as she continued. Oh, let's not hurt the feelings of Sean Puffy Combs. He only had one of the most prolific rappers in the game shot. Sean clenched his hands into fists. If this was anyone else, this would have turned ugly, but this was Quincy Jones's daughter. Sean was a monster in the streets. Well, feared by men that knew, but he did not want any of the smoke Quincy Jones could bring. Kadada could continue with impunity. Sean could not touch her. Christopher and Mary both wanted to defend the super producer that made them famous. Both started to stand and make their way over to the table, but Sean signaled them off with a firm motion of his hand. They remained in their seats watching helplessly. Kadada seemed to be on a full rampage. You're not safe in the street, Sean. You think you're untouchable? Kimora almost red in the face when she grabbed Kadada by the hand, saying, I gotta go to the restroom.
Griffin, yeah. Stop right there. Hold on, stop right there for a minute. All right. Get a Life is literally snitching on y'all. I'm loving it. Good job, Mr. Lego. Oh, Get a Life isn't snitching. Who was snitching? Somebody was snitching. Here we go. Real as It Gets is snitching on y'all. We got 863 people in here all together, and we only have 500 likes. Can y'all please hit the like button? Can y'all do that? So take a second. Everybody hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, I'm talking to you. So we're going to take a quick break, and I need at least 300 likes when we come back. I'm not playing with y'all. Hit the freaking like button. We're going to come right back, and I need these likes up, if you don't mind. And to the people who already liked the video, thank you. I'm not talking to y'all. Be right back, because y'all tripping. Hit the like button.
Compatible. Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game?
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like
We'll
button.
have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
All right. So somebody tell me what the likes are. Somebody let me know in the chat, where are the likes? Hopefully we are now at 700 likes at least. Somebody let me know what the likes are, and then we can keep going. Report what the likes are, please, and thank you. We're waiting. All right, we're at 551. Everybody keep hitting the like button. We getting a little higher. Everybody keep hitting the like button. And thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, Kimora almost seemed red in the face when she grabbed Kadada by the hand, saying, I gotta go to the restroom. Kadada, not willing to stop, snatched her hand away, yelling, let go of me. Kimora needed her to get a grip and said sternly as a parent speaking to a child mid-tantrum, Da. Kadada turned to her and yelled, what? Kimora nodded toward the crowded room, and Kadada looked around. Here she deflated slightly. Kimora, now in control, spoke firm but softly, let's go powder our nose. Kadada nodded with a grimace, gave a sharp look back at Sean as she walked away. As the tension slowly melted away, I asked Sean, you okay? Sean didn't reply at first. He looked around, saw that no one was really paying attention. Now the ruckus had died down, and stood to get the pitcher of ginger ale from Kadada's table. He poured himself a drink from it, looked around again, saw no one was paying attention, and put the pitcher under the table. What was he doing? Then I heard the distinct sound of liquid being poured into. They have the sound of liquid being poured into liquid. Oh my God, is he peeing in the pitcher? He smiled at me as he brought the pitcher back from under the table and finally replied to me, I'm good. He then stood and returned the pitcher to the table. I was in awe. I knew he had a temper, but this was disgusting. I'll never eat or drink something after we have an argument again. Kadada and Kimora made their way back to Kadada's table to sit as Sean watched on quietly. Sean made small talk. What songs do you think they'll give me awards for? As Kadada poured her drink. Sean's bodyguard made his way over to the table. I think he stopped her from drinking as everyone else just sat and watched. Jean risked incurring Sean's wrath. If I'm right. Relieved, I replied, babe, your catalog is crazy. It could be a lot of songs. Sean glared at Kadada's table the entire night. So she just confirmed what Gene Deal said. Did you ever hear when Gene Deal said that Diddy peed into the pitcher and tried to get Kadada to drink it?
He peed in Kadada's ginger ale.
Right.
And Gene Deal stopped her from drinking it.
Gene Deal has told this story multiple times. And he just confirmed it.
Can you imagine being at an awards show and you pull your dick out and pee in somebody's picture of what the fuck? Okay, keep going. This is absolutely nuts. This is worse than I ever imagined.
Yeah. So now we're on chapter 9, and this is going back to Cali. We had a wild night. It was after one of Sean's infamous parties. Everyone was there, and we not only had threesomes, but we also swapped partners. Yuck. They're just disgusting. Our sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man. Isn't this the chapter you was trying to read earlier today?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was so mad that I wasn't on the live with you because I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, you had it right the first time, but then you started saying other stuff that just wasn't right. But let me finish.
Okay.
Our sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man. Sean cared about me, but it was becoming more and more obvious that he preferred men. I was beginning to think that I was there more to cover his wild desires than because he really wanted to be with me. He was like Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. But truthfully, at that stage, I was becoming okay with it. I woke up and left the bedroom where I was with Jada Pinkett.
Oh.
And Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with XXX and Will Smith. Yes, XXX attended the parties from time to time. So she bleeped out somebody's name, but she didn't bleep out Will and Jada's name.
So it has to be somebody bigger, like somebody like a Michael Jackson or a Prince or somebody that's bigger than Will Smith. Because there's not too many people that are bigger than Will Smith other than a Prince or a Michael Jackson. Like anybody you would think that would be bigger than Will Smith back then? Will Smith was bigger than anybody other than them two.
I don't know.
Unless it's like a religious person or something like that. This is like 1989 or whatever.
But Sean was no, this is 90 going back to Cali. This might have been like 96, 97.
96,
96 going back to Cali, yeah.
Or LL Cool J. And LL Cool J will punch you in the face. So you don't miss LL Cool J.
I don't know.
So wait, so that means I was right because I said Will Smith.
You did right. You was right the first time, but then you started going off. Oh no, it's a woman rapper, and I'm like, no, it's not a female rapper.
Yo.
You were right the first time, yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith and so okay. So is this because I want to back up a little bit? Who was having sex with who? Will Smith, Jada, and all the other stuff.
So she was in the room with Jada Pinkett.
Mm-hmm.
She got up to go. She woke up and left the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Jada stayed in the bedroom. Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with XXX and Will Smith. So there were two guys in the room I don't want to say a guy because I don't know who XXX
might be a girl.
Right. So I don't know who XXX is, but he was in the room with two people. And then she said, yes, XXX attended the parties from time to time. I could see him and Will kind of snuggled up on the bed together. So it was a guy.
It was a guy.
It was a guy. I could see him and Will snuggled up on the bed together. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in that room. I really didn't like XXX. Sean smiled when he saw me. Good morning. Here at the orgies, he wasn't very affectionate. He didn't have to pretend, but he couldn't walk straight. I knew.
Whoa!
Diana, I think it is Dwayne Martin.
But why would she protect Dwayne Martin?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but I'm just wondering. So
Yeah.
other than Dwayne Martin, do you think it was somebody else, or do you think it was Dwayne Martin?
I mean, either Dwayne or Clive. I don't know, but I don't think Clive would be coming to the house to do that. Coming to where they are to do that. I don't know.
And she mentioned Clive Davis before, so
Yeah, maybe.
okay. All right, Dwayne Martin it is. This is
Okay. So he didn't have to pretend, but he couldn't walk straight. I knew how his ass felt, literally. We've had sessions playing with each other's anal cavities. I wanted to be home before Quincy woke up, so I told him, I'm getting ready to go. He responded, let's have a cup of coffee first. This meant he wanted to talk. I didn't know what it was about, but in situations like this, I really didn't have a choice. He was becoming more violent when he didn't get what he wanted, and I really didn't want to fight, so I sat down. But before we started talking, XXX came out the room. Sean was wearing boxers. XXX was in his birthday suit. XXX addressed us morning. When he turned around in order to close the door, there was a dried cum stain on his neck. I can't.
oh,
I cannot. Oh my gosh.
this is crazy. Right, cum stain. Oh my God.
XXX walked over, pulled a chair out to sit down next to us, and lit up a blunt. Definitely wasn't Clive.
Okay, it was somebody black.
It must have been somebody black. Sean
Yeah.
stretched, smiled, and said, this East Coast, West Coast beef is more lucrative than I thought, but it's getting dangerous. XX responded, surprised, business first thing in the morning? Damn, cuz, you want it. Damn, cuz. Oh no! This is a West Coast person! This is a West Coast person! Damn, cuz, that's a West Coast person. Black Beauty, I think you're right.
No, I don't think it was Snoop. Well, it was
Damn,
in the 90s.
cuz, that's West Coast, Aaron.
90s. It was in the 90s. Oh my God.
That is West Coast. Damn, cuz, that's West Coast. Mad at Poop Dog. Oh man.
Oh my God, no. Ice Cube don't say cuz. Easy E, nobody cares about Easy E. So they would have named Easy E.
Easy E was dead at that time.
Oh yeah, Easy E was dead. That's right. Easy E dead. I'm just looking at what they saying.
Yeah, nah.
It sounds like Snoop.
Yeah, I don't think Dr. Dre says cuz. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But yes, Leon, yes, Diddy and Snoop was friends during the East-West Coast beef. Absolutely.
There's only two people that say cuz every couple words and they look alike.
She just told it. I'm convinced it was Snoop Diggle, whatever the hell he called himself.
Because what's the name wasn't big back then, so it's not him. Oh my God. Okay.
Nah, Buster from New York. Buster wasn't saying cuz.
He don't say cuz. Yeah.
Money. Buster wasn't saying cuz. Yeah, it was Uncle Snoop or whatever y'all call him.
Auntie Snoop.
Auntie Snoop. Oh my gosh. All right. So yeah.
God.
Let me find my part. Okay, so XX walked over, pulled the chair out. Okay, lit up a blunt. There you go. That's another key, cue,
That's
whatever.
another key.
Yes.
I think she's trying to do this on purpose.
Definitely doing. Yes, she's definitely.
Because remember, I said it had to be somebody bigger, and I would say Snoop is the biggest rapper in the world. So yeah.
All right. So he goes, business first thing in the morning, damn, cuz you on it. But you know, you don't got nothing to worry about. You got a pass, daddy. XX smiled coyly. Sean apparently had something to talk about with XX as well, because he said, I can't protect everybody. especially if someone is no longer going to be on my label. It was apparent XX was taken aback by this turn of events by his reply. Sean, are you saying what I think you're saying? Sean continued, it's taxing on my resources to protect people. Someone that isn't 100% on my team can't get 100% of my protection. What the hell is going on here? What does Sean want from me? This morning is turning out to be way more than I expected, and I have to go. Quincy will be looking for me. Meanwhile, XX apparently wanted clarity. So to be clear, if something happened, XX made quotation marks with his fingers to one of your artists that was leaving your label anyway, it wouldn't be considered, he makes another set of quotation marks, out of your control. Is that what you're saying? Wait a minute. Can they be talking about Biggie? Is Sean saying he won't protect Biggie? At this point, I was too young, too naive, too hungover to understand that this was not a lack of protection. This was a hit.
So right here, so hold on right here. XX is talking to Diddy about not if they leave your label, but if they die. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because he said if they leave your label. Damn. If they,
and remember, Biggie apparently was hit by some Crips, if I'm not mistaken, or was that Tupac?
Tupac.
It was Tupac.
Yeah.
Well, we still don't really know who hit. Like that's still there's still.
Sadly, there's no information about Biggie. It's like nobody even cared.
Well, Suge did say, if you find out who killed Pac, you'll know who killed Biggie.
Oh, he did say that.
And according to what we're learning, Crips killed Pac, right?
And Crips most likely killed Biggie.
Right.
And this is the reason why these guys were wiped out so quickly, because it was an inside job. Like Diddy, got both of them whacked. So, and then Diddy had every, the police officers on payroll. So it was nobody to tell on, and sheesh. And Snoop knew that he was going to do it. Can you read that little quotation part back? Okay.
All right. So XXX apparently wanted clarity. So to be clear, if something happened, XX made quotation marks with his fingers to one of your artists that was leaving your label anyway, it would be considered, he quoted again, out of your control. Is that what you're saying? And then that's when Kim was like, wait a minute, can they be talking about Biggie? Is Sean saying he won't protect Biggie? At this point, I was too young, too naive, too hungover to understand that this was not a lack of protection. This was a hit.
Yeah.
And then she goes, where did this come from this morning? But an older, wiser me understands now what I did not comprehend all those years ago. Sean was just getting to the real reason that he had XXX there. The world was about to lose Biggie. XX laughed. You a cold motherfucker. Sean said, why the fuck should I protect someone that isn't going to stick around? I made him. That nigga should be worshiping the ground I fucking walk on.
Right.
I was thinking Sean's ego is rearing its ugly head. And I wanted to get out of there, but instincts told me I need to tread carefully. So my next move had to be calculated. I didn't want any part of this, not even implicity, but I was just dragged right into the middle of it. If what was happening here ever comes out, will I be held as an accomplice? But even as those thoughts crossed my mind, I couldn't just pretend this was okay. So I said, but Sean, he hasn't left yet. They're just rumors. Are you going to let him die because of some rumors? Sean glared at me, the anger in his voice obviously stemming from the hurt, as he said, I know when I'm being betrayed. I am not killing anyone, but I am not protecting somebody that doesn't have my back 150%. Fuck that.
Damn.
This was railing out of control. My mind began to race. Is there a way to get through to him? Maybe I could use the finance route. Sean, he's bringing in so much money. You put so much money into cultivating him. Are you going to throw away all of that money? That's
He's
when,
gonna leave anyway. Who cares?
yeah, that's when he revealed how thought out this meeting really was. If he leaves, he takes all the money I invested into creating him. Sean sighs. But if he can't protect himself and something terrible does happen, then the money I would make off his death would blow away all the money we made so far.
Oh shit. That's literally what happened. So I want y'all to think about this because this is what's crazy. This man deletes Biggie, and then he goes on tour on his I Miss You Biggie shit and gets his wife to sing background vocals for I Miss You Biggie when he's the one who deleted the man.
Mm-hmm.
And Kim knew that he deleted him and watched, not saying she was terrible when he did this, but she watched Faith.
Yeah, she heard a lot of stuff.
They're dancing around and touring with a man that killed her husband. Faith was Biggie's wife, and she sung on the same song that he talked about him dying. His own wife sung the vocals.
I mean, ain't nobody. I mean, Faith had sex with Pac and lied about it. So I don't really believe nothing Faith says. Like Faith, I don't believe that's Faith.
You got a point. You got a point. And she probably married Biggie's fat ass because of some reason. Yeah, because Biggie was ugly. So I back then I really like had a crush on Faith, right? And I used to be like, why she marry his ugly ass? So I kind of like didn't understand it. So it was all business, probably.
Yeah. Aaron, real quick, is it okay for us to be reading this book?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how you're not supposed to play music on YouTube, other people's music? It's okay for us to read the book?
Well, if you sing other people's music, that's okay, right?
Oh, I guess.
That's not other people's music if you're singing it. You can't play somebody's book. I mean, you can't play somebody's song because it's music, right? But you can say whatever you want to say as long as it's not no cuss words or whatever. So we could be reading anybody else's book. And
no, I don't have the channel, so I just want to make sure you're
yeah. You good. Nobody can say anything or do anything because this isn't like copyrighted music. You can't copyright the words of a book. You can copyright the name of the book, and nobody else can come out with the same name of the book. But you can't copyright the words of the book. You can copyright the title of a book.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not copyrightable, not the words of the book.
Okay.
You good. Good.
All right. This was a long chapter, actually. This chapter is almost done. So he basically said Sean, he continued. No. I was perplexed. Sean, she's saying this. No, sorry. I need to go back up. If he leaves, he takes all the money I invested into creating him, Sean sighs. But if he can't protect himself and something terrible does happen, then the money I would make off of his death would blow away all the money we made so far. I was perplexed. Sean, he continued, he's worth more to me dead than alive. Sean Combs is a calculated monster.
It actually makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like looking at it from his brain, it makes sense because he invested all this money promoting him, and then he turns around and says, "I'm out of here," and then he's going to take Tupac with him. So imagine, okay, you got to look at it like this: everybody is fighting for a piece of this pie of the rap game, right? You got Death Row over here. You got Bad Boy over here. And the only reason why Bad Boy is Bad Boy is because of Biggie. and then you got Tupac, because Tupac wasn't with Death Row at first. So you got Death Row, you know, Snoop Doggy Dogg and all them. Then you got Tupac, and then you got Biggie and Puff, right? So if Biggie and Tupac got together, that would take up 1/2 of the pie, and now you only got Death Row and Biggie and Tupac, and literally it wouldn't be no Bad Boy, because at that time, if Biggie and Tupac got together and Tupac was talking shit about Biggie because he got shot, and then turns around and start working with Biggie, it would be Tupac and Biggie talking shit about Puff. Does that make sense? And Puff ain't got no artists to reply to them, because now you got two of the biggest artists in the world working together, start their own label or whatever. And literally, Biggie would probably tell Tupac that, yeah, he shot you. So they're gonna be making diss records, and you get what I'm saying? Like, because the thing about it is, if Biggie leaves Bad Boy, you can't diss them back because you don't have any artists anymore. So the other side of this is getting rid of Biggie and then doing what Puff did, acting like he misses him, and he made more millions. It makes all the sense in the world. I'm not saying that I would have did it, but if I was sitting in the room hearing this logic, I would have been like, do it. Or, you know, because I don't care. You know, I'm just an artist. But I don't know if I would say do it, but I'll be like, this actually makes sense. So am I wrong for that? Like, it makes sense because it worked.
But that's how it is in this industry. Everybody who dies, they're worth more dead than alive.
Right.
So, yeah,
so it's an understanding that a rap artist that is leaving your label is better off dead than alive. It makes financial sense. It doesn't make moral sense, but it makes financial sense. But go ahead. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we just go. I know it's Snoop. I'm just gonna Snoop chimes in.
Snoop, let's just say Snoop chimed in.
Yeah, I get that, fam. A lot of people out here want Biggie dead too. Without your protection, he doesn't stand a chance in Cali. Biggie's gonna die. This is crazy. I dare not say anything else about it. Sean smiles and stands to walk over to a safe behind a picture. There he pulls out a bag marked with XX's name. He turns to XX and says, that's why you're worth your weight in gold. You understand me. Here's a little something for you to take care of my people. Yeah, the Crips. XX smiles. Sean.
Hold on, stop right there. So some people may not know this, but Snoop was actually broke back then. Snoop left Death Row broke, and I don't know if anybody remembers this. He actually went to New Orleans and sat down and talked to what's his name? Master P. And Master P, I remember the story. Master P literally said, here you go. He gave him whatever Snoop wanted because Snoop was broke. So I can see Snoop being like, all right, I got to do what I got to do and get, paid from this whole situation because he literally was broke. He was broke because who label was Snoop on when he first came out?
Whose label was Snoop on? Death Row. Wasn't it Death Row?
Number the G thing and all that stuff came out. Was that Death Row?
Yeah, that was Death Row.
Well, yeah, he wasn't paying nobody.
But that was Dr. Dre's album, not the Letter G thing. That was the Chronic. That was
that's what I'm saying. So hold on. Let me find out. Let me check real quick. What label was Snoop signed to when he first came out with Doggy Style? It was Death Row Records and
It was
Interscope.
Death Row. Interscope.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So Diddy gives him a little something for you to take care of my people. Here's a little something for you to take care of my people. XX smiles, showing I love you, baby. You know I got your back. Your problems are my problems. I'll make sure to have my people take care of your people. I need to get out of here. This is crazy. I attempted to leave again. Sean, I want to get to Quincy before he wakes up. Sean looks at me, responding, "It's getting late. Give him a kiss for me. I'm going to get out of here." Thank God. XXX always with something to say. I'd love to meet the little tyke sometime. Not a chance in hell. Something about this guy creeps me out. I forced a smile. That would be great. I made my exit. Yeah. Chapter 10. The lies you tell. How many chapters? We got 19. Okay. Chapter 10. The lies you tell. At this point, the relationship between Sean and I had been off and on for quite a while. And we were off at this point. He had put his hands on me again this time for something that didn't even happen. It was all in his head. When the phone rang, I picked it up anyway. Hi, Sean. He sounded trepidatious. I can't say that word. Something like that. As he said, "We've been broken up for a while this time." "Yeah," he continued. "I don't want anyone to know about my," he paused to search for the right word, "proclivities." I replied, "So you don't want people to know about you being gay?"
Oh,
Sean exploded. "See, that's why I fucking lose control on you." So I just plainly stated, "Goodbye, Sean." "Wait," he screamed. "What, Sean?" "I'm sorry, okay? You're always fucking sorry." He took a deep breath. "I have to do something to cover myself." I sighed. "Do whatever you fucking want, Sean. When you see this in the news, it's not real." This made me calm down a moment. What could he be talking about? He continued, "I'm only doing it for the press." "Doing what, Sean?" After a long pause, he continued, "She knows what this is. She's just pretending to cover me." "Sean, what the hell are you talking about?" Another pause. "Publicity. I'm gonna be dating someone else." "A video girl?" I laughed. "Why would you do that?" "I have to cover myself." I was getting mad. I was actually angrier at myself more than at him. Why
I
was
gotta
I
cover
mad?
myself because the gayness, the gay stuff.
Yeah, he's talking about J-Lo at this point. J-Lo
But
and him.
I gotta cover myself. You think that's because he was gay? What do you mean? What do you think that I
I,
gotta cover myself mean?
I mean, think I don't know. I mean, it could be that, but people was, Wendy at that time, everybody was saying that he was DL, and I don't see what dating J Lo. Nobody thought anything different because he was dating J Lo. Like
Well,
everybody.
maybe because his crazy sex drive was so crazy, and he's famous. It would make sense for him to have another beard instead of just being single.
Hmm.
And she has this little attitude about, if you keep being acting funny, I'll go to the press on you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if she was to go to the press on her, and he was with J Lo instead of single, he could be like, "Bitch, I'm with J Lo. Look, she's lying." What do you
Right.
think? You know what I'm saying? Versus just being single and still out here doing all this crazy shit. Because he
Right.
may not be able to control his urges being single versus being with a woman. Because he's a drug addict, and it seems like, even when he got caught by the police, he had sex toys and shit in his hotel room, even though he's about to go to jail the next day. So yeah, golly. So yeah, go ahead.
So she says, "I was sitting there actually comparing myself to video vixens in my mind. They are thick, but look at my body. Did he prefer them light skinned, big butt girls from videos?" I calmed myself. No, I know he likes men any damn way. As I regained control, I asked, "Why the hell are you telling me?" He sighed. "I wanted you to find out from me first." Like I give a shit. He came at me with his favorite line, "You know I love you." It was getting old. I can only think to myself, here we go. Love is a big, strong word. I'm tired of him throwing it around and using it when it fits his needs. He's using it while he's sitting here telling me about dating someone else. I replied, "You don't hit people you love, Sean. Love doesn't hurt." He sucked his teeth as he responded, "Come on, are you serious? That shit's for children. We aren't in fucking high school. Sometimes things happen. That doesn't mean I don't love you. I wouldn't hit you if I did." Like,
Oh, now I wouldn't hit you if I didn't love you, line.
wait. He goes, wait, that sounded wrong. No, you said exactly what you meant. He took a breath. There was an awkward silence. The fact I was still on the phone and waiting for him to speak meant he had the power. He was more cautious as he continued. He didn't want to lose that power. Kim, no one that I don't care about can bring that kind of emotion out of me. I wanted to say, is that how you talk to dudes after using butt plugs? But there is a line I dare not cross. Instead, I said, "You say that while you're dating some other bitch. That's just for the public." I was done. It could be heard in my voice as I said, "Whatever, Sean, do what you need to do. Leave me alone. I'm never giving up on us," he cried. I responded to that emotional control attempt with the little resolve I could muster. I didn't even believe the words that came rumbling out of my mouth. "Sean, there is no us anymore. Goodbye. Tell Quincy I miss him," he threw out. His emotional manipulation was really driving me crazy. This time I said with much more conviction, "Goodbye, Sean." I hung up, manipulative bastard. Chapter 11, Mole Problems. For a while, I was actually happy to see Sean gone. I was getting older and the sex parties were out of control. I was getting more time for me to slow down. Quincy was getting older. I knew that if I kept going, the rumors circulating were going to eventually find a way to get back to him. What will he think of me? Chris is about to take his trip to California. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen out there, but I felt like Tiana Wallace was about to be an orphan. I knew I didn't want any ties to that. As I was sitting there contemplating all of this in my robe, sipping my wine on this Friday evening, my doorbell rings. Sipping, I was not I was not expecting company. I opened the door and found Sean. My heart skipped a beat. I was shocked, but recovered quickly. I forced a smile and told him with a slight slurred speech, "Hey, come on in." Shit, I am way more intoxicated than I thought. Sean entered, looking around suspiciously, then turned to me and smiled, saying, "You haven't been returning my calls. I just wanted to make sure you're okay." "I'm fine." He obviously was here out of concern, quote unquote. He was checking to see who was here. Sean was controlling like that. Yes, even though we were not together, he was dating someone else. He started to make his way to the living room. I attempted to put a quick end to the visit, but it came out a little more directly than I intended. "So, since you can see I'm fine, you can let me go to bed now." Part of me wanted him to stay. As he entered the living room, I was forced to follow Sean, was very direct with his next inquiry. "Is someone else waiting on you?" "No, but Sean, we're not together. You're dating someone else. I can fuck whoever I choose." With this, Sean became irate. He
Oh,
fiercely slammed me to the ground. Then he pulled out a 22 and sat it on the end table. He turned to me calmly. I was scared. My voice quivered as I pled to him, "Sean, please stop. Quincy's here." How did we get here? How did we get to the point that he was in my living room threatening me with a gun? He knelt on one knee and got right in my face to say, "You're mine. You don't have a choice in that now. I can't live without you." He stood up, composing himself. I was terrified as I whimpered, "Sean, that's not love." Sean picked up his gun and cocked it. He looked at me almost thoughtfully and asked, "Have you ever heard, if I can't have you, no one can?" "Sean, please don't. Please. Quincy will hear you." Sean smiled and put the gun away, saying, "Oh, this is just for dramatic effect. I will never shoot you. If I was going to kill you, no one will trace it to me. You know how many people I've had to take care of over the years? It would be quiet, something in your food or drink. Something that will never get back to me. I
what?
wouldn't shoot you. Do you understand?" hmm I can
Hold on.
only
I would do what?
I would what he said?
He said, I would do something. You don't understand?
He said, I wouldn't shoot you. Do you understand? I could only nod, tears flowing down my cheeks. He looked at me thoughtfully. As he reached down to help me up, I could do nothing but agree. He's a terrifying monster. Now he wanted to smooth it over, and I had to go along with it. What else could I do? Listen, baby, I don't ever want to hurt you. You know I really love you, or I would have moved on. Thinking about my life without you is just too hard. If someone ever tried to hurt you, I would kill them. My back hurt from where I hit it on the side table when he shoved me. All I could do as he helped me up was nod that I understood through my streaming tears, which he wiped. He looked towards Quincy's room. Let me say goodnight. No, Sean, please. Thinking quickly, he has to get up in the morning. Sean looked at me with an unreadable look. He was studying me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Nervously, I walked him to the front door. This is over, thank God. He kissed me. I didn't want him touching me, but I couldn't refuse. Kiss Quincy for me. I tried to keep my composure as I replied, Sure, Sean. He opened the door to leave. The bodyguard that was waiting outside escorted him to the car. This was far worse than I realized. Why would he need a bodyguard at my front door? How was he anticipating this to go? After I shut the door, I had another drink. For tonight, the nightmare was over. I sipped on my wine and cried. The next few days, he sent dozens of flowers. He bought Quincy expensive toys. He didn't want me. He wanted me to keep his secret. I'm trapped. He has the authorities under his thumb. I can't go to them. This is like a gangster movie. How high up does his power go? How far is his reach? The FBI, the CIA, who is not corrupted or won't get silenced by their upper chain of command? Can anyone help me and my child? He found his way back to my bed. I had no choice.
Damn. Stop right there real quick. Somebody says, did you read my my comment? If you want me to see your comment, you had to put it in the super chat. When you put it in the super chat, you know, there's a $ button at the bottom. It'll show up in color, and I'll be able to read your comment. So if you want me to read your comment, put it in the super chat and I'll read your comment. But you know, I'm paying attention to what she's doing. So no, I didn't read your comment. It was flashing, you know, because as people I didn't get I just read the last words, and the last words was like, did you read my comment? So I didn't read the comment. I just read, did you read my comment? So if you want me to read your comment, put it in the super chat and I'll read your comment. But so right now she's at a point where she literally knows that he has the ability to poison her whenever he feels like it. And then the reason, in my opinion, the reason why he had security at her house is because just in case there's a dude over there, I'm assuming.
I guess so. I guess if he yeah. Well, yeah, because wasn't Gene his bodyguard?
Yeah, I'm assuming, you know, if there's a dude over there and he comes over there, he's gonna beat up the dude or something like that. So, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
So
this next chapter, okay, chapter 12, A Mama's Love. The calamity that ensued behind the death of Biggie shook the East Coast. It rocked me as well. Sean could have stopped it. He was complicit in it. He was a contributor. He knew it was going to happen and didn't stop it. This was his friend. No, they were not nearly as close as Sean would have the public believe, but still. Gene said the same thing, Gene Dill. As far as Sean was concerned, we were great. To the public, we were just having the off and on relationship of a normal couple. And I probably just seemed like a money hungry hoe. But the truth is, I just got used to not having a choice. Today, I recognized it for what it was, Stockholm Syndrome. I was at his beck and call and had become comfortable with it. Quincy had everything he could ever want, with the exception, of course, of a normal parental figure. That is why this chapter is so powerful for me. A mother's love is so real. One night I was out with my boyfriend. Yes, we were on again. and we were joined for dinner by none other than Mrs. Wallace. Sean looked over as security allowed Mrs. Wallace to approach the table and sit. Miss Wallace spoke with a smile. Hello, Sean. Hi, Kim. I smiled the best I could. What a situation. For all intents and purposes, she is sitting with her son's killer. I hope my voice didn't betray my feelings as I said, Hi, Miss Wallace. Sean smiled also as he said, Hello, Miss Wallace. What can I do for you? When I got your call, it sounded urgent. He was able to appear as if he was smiling warmly. This was the creepiest situation of my entire life. She looked at Sean with pleading eyes. I know this isn't your problem, but things have gotten kind of hard. I was hoping that you can send some of that money Chris made with you this way. Sean shook his head. That's not something I can just do. There are attorneys and accountants. Can I maybe help you out with a little something to get you past the hump?
Damn.
Sean reached into his pocket to dig for his wallet. I haven't even seen how much Chris left. It's going on 2 years. Just how long is this thing going to take? Sean sighed as he replied, These things are difficult, Miss Wallace. I don't know. The attorneys don't make this easy. Miss Wallace pushed further. I don't understand what's so difficult. He worked for you. He made his money. Where is it? Sean shook his head as if saddened by what he was saying as he continued. It's not like I can just give you his money. You're entitled to certain amounts, and they are just trying to figure out what that amount is. I don't mean to sound cruel, but it wouldn't be fair to me to just give you tons of money. You got rich off of my son, and now you're keeping all of his money? Sean kept his cool as he replied, I'm afraid business isn't that cut and dry, Miss Wallace. I paid for publicity. I mean, in all actuality, if I'm going to be straightforward, Mrs. Wallace, Chris probably owed me money. I won't know until it's all worked out. The anger in Miss Wallace's voice barely overshadowed the pain, or perhaps it magnified as she uttered the only words she could muster. You bastard. Sean didn't flinch. He just said, look at the contract. I'm honestly trying to get him as much as possible out of it, but I have investors. I can't just take the money that doesn't belong to him and start giving it away.
Can you stop? Can you stop right there? To a certain degree, he's telling the truth. Just like right now, like we got about almost 1,000 people in here, right? If I was assigned to somebody, right? And when I signed to them, say now I got 20,000 people in here watching, right? And I'm getting all kinds of super chats and all kinds of cash apps or whatever. The chat is going crazy or whatever. And then, or either the company is getting all kinds of super chats and cash apps or whatever, right? This is what I can do by myself, right? Few cash apps, few super chats, whatever. And if a company actually came in and blew up my channel, next thing you know, I'm getting all of this attention. I can't turn around and say, hey, you owe me all this money. I see all these cash apps and super chats or whatever. They can literally be like, nigga, it's because of what we did. What was you getting before? You get what I'm saying? You don't see a whole bunch of super chats going left and right and all that. You don't see, it's some every now and then, but it's not, So the thing about it is, he's telling the truth. When somebody is behind you and they're investing millions of dollars into promoting you, the investors got to get their money back. So to a certain degree, I understand what Diddy is saying. He may still be wrong, but he's hiding behind, I don't know. But to a certain degree, I do understand what he's saying. And
yeah, he's right. Like he's saying what he's saying is true, but he knew he could have given her some money. Like he was G'ing her at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have given her some money.
But like overall, and then at the same time, every artist knows when they sign their first deal, they get screwed over because you don't have like back then, It wasn't no Instagram, YouTube, and Instagram, whatever. So you just a street dude. You don't have no publicity, or you don't have people like buying your stuff. They don't even know that you rap unless Puff Daddy gets behind you. You know how many people rap, play basketball, and you don't even know how good they are because they're not in the NBA? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you can be as good as you want to be, but if don't nobody know that you're good at whatever it is you are, you're not gonna make any money until you get with a conglomerate that will put you in front of everybody. But that takes money to put you in front of everybody, and they have to invest in you because they don't know how good you may actually be.
You're right.
So I agree with everything that P. Diddy is saying.
You're right. But at this point, Biggie done made Diddy his money triple times over. So he was definitely G and Miss Wallace.
I agree. Yeah. I'm just saying, in theory, it makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. And I mean, that's the business of it. But in this case, he was being a bastard.
Facts.
He was mad that Biggie was going to leave him. And
yeah,
he was being a bastard.
So he don't care nothing about him no more because he about to leave.
Right.
But when we about to leave a job, we don't care nothing about the job when we about to leave.
True.
I'm just saying. But go ahead.
Yeah. So, okay. Where am I at? Okay, so you look at the contract, blah, blah. Okay. Miss Wallace exploded in response. You know good and well Chris didn't owe you a damn thing. Sean stared her straight in the eye unwaveringly and said he would have started making a profit after a few years. His money, until his album sales paid for studio time, music videos, publishing, and marketing, would have come from doing shows. I'm sorry, he isn't here to make that money. I miss him. Her response was deadpan. Did you kill my son?
Oh, this is after he's dead.
This is after he died.
Wait, they just skipped past him dying?
Let me find the chapter where she said there was a
She didn't say, oh my God, I found out he died. I was looking at the news. Nothing?
No, this is so we went from so then maybe it wasn't J-Lo that she was talking about. I don't know, because
remember he was like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, that was after Diddy that he started dating J-Lo. So it looks like she's kind of jumping around stuff, but she never said the name. But I know that there was a time when she did say J-Lo's name, so maybe that was another girl. I don't know.
So maybe him saying I gotta do what I gotta do because they were talking about you about to go be with another woman. So yeah, she didn't say nothing about Biggie dying. Okay, we don't skip.
So this Mother's Love chapter is where she's talking about, the death of Biggie.
Okay.
All right. So Miss Wallace asked, did you kill my son? Momentarily, Sean was stunned into silence. She asked again, her voice quivering, did you? He started, Miss Wallace. She would not be redirected. Answer the question. I was not used to seeing Sean on the defense. No, of course not. She looked at him with spite. The anger in her voice enough to send shivers up my spine as she replied with a menace only a mother can. I don't believe you, Sean. Sean looked at her with a sadness that I knew in my soul to be fake. Although looking at him without context, anyone would believe him as he replied, I'm sorry to hear that. Today, I know he was able to muster that false sincerity because he's a sociopath. Back then, I thought it was compassion. With no more words, Miss Wallace stood up and left. Sean watched her exit with disbelief, not knowing what to do. I placed my order. Dinner that night was long and silent. I feared for Mrs. Wallace's life. Sean is most dangerous when he feels threatened.
Yeah.
No, she could not physically threaten him, but this threat was very real. If she goes public with her accusations, Sean's image would be damaged. I have felt for myself the extents he will go through in order to protect that image.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So he'll kill a dude. He'll kill his mama. And this is her boyfriend.
Yep. We almost done. Just a few chapters left. Okay.
Sheesh.
So the next
y'all hit the like button. Everybody watching, hit the like button. Everybody watching, hit the like button. Everybody watching, hit the like button. Share this video. Hit the like button. Share this video. And Cash App $AARON 1000. Cash App $AARON 1000, or drop a super chat. Go ahead.
Okay. So have some faith, chapter 13. The fact of the matter is Sean was a complete control freak. He was absolutely the worst. But of all the things he did for control, this might have been one of the most despicable ones. We were in the bad boy office one evening, sitting in the lounge area enjoying a meal. Sean was smoking on one of those big cigars he liked when Faith entered and sat down with us. She seemed relaxed as she said, "Hey guys." I smiled. I never had any bad vibe from the marvelous Faith Evans. We never talked about the wild time the three of us shared at one of Sean's parties. I gave her a hug. "Hey girl, what's up?" Sean smiled and asked, "Hey, what brings you out?" She addressed Sean saying, "Look, when you asked me to hook up with Chris, I understood."
Oh,
that was interesting. I understood you needed to control him. I felt honored that you would choose me to monitor one of your most valuable assets. Chris is sweet. Sean laughed and said, "Honestly, I knew you would be good. Make the man feel loved." "I don't feel good about all this, Sean." Sean got that look in his eye he gets before he blows his top. Faith saw it too. She treaded carefully. "Sean, you know I'm as loyal as they come." Sean leaned forward, unintentionally threatening, and said in a low tone, "Yeah." "But Sean, Chris and I had a child together." Sean leaned back. He let out a deep breath. "I'm gonna take care of you. You're not like Chris. You're loyal." Faith had a tear in her eye as she responded, "He didn't have to die." This is getting very touchy. Did she know? Did she suspect? Was this her trying to find out if Sean intentionally killed Biggie? I wanted to ask, but of course there was no way of doing that. This was so crazy. Sean sighed and replied, "He didn't. Don't get me wrong. I miss him, but he was going to leave me anyway. No one cares about my pain." Classic narcissistic Sean. It's all about him. I was sickened for a moment, but his next sentence made me feel for him anyway. I wanted to share all of this with him. He was my man. Faith couldn't hide the anger that flared in her eyes, but she knew who she was talking to. She was careful as she spoke. "Sean, you have your friends you share things with." Sean sat forward again, this time with malicious intention as he queried, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?" "Chris had no one, only you." Sean lost it. "That fat fuck and that other piece of shit I had you fuck?" Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, stop.
Wait a minute.
Who else? What happened?
What? That fat fuck and that other piece of shit I had you fuck. I interjected while in shock. "You had her fuck Pac?" Sean glared at me and he answered, "Yes, fucking Pac." Those
Wait. I'm so confused. That fat fuck and the other motherfucker that I had you fuck was Tupac?
Yes, Tupac. Mm-hmm.
Why? Is there a reason why? What was the point of him getting him to sleep with her versus her wanting to sleep with her? I don't.
Let's see if she elaborates. Okay, so I interjected while in shock. "You had her fuck Pac?" Sean glared at me as he answered, "Yes, fucking Pac. Those motherfuckers was going to try to start their own label and compete with me. Me? Me?" Repeated 3 times.
Oh. I get it. And let me know if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Faith Evans is Diddy's secret agent. So he sent her to be with Biggie.
To be with Pac.
And since they're gonna work together, she sent her to go be with Pac also.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Shout out to Kay Lauren. Excellent live. Thank you so much. For the super chat.
So he goes, Those motherfuckers was gonna try to start their own label and compete with me. Me. After all I did for that fat fuck, nah, I wasn't using resources to protect that motherfucker. No fucking way. As Faith started to cry, Sean looked at her and softened slightly. He spoke a little calmer. Look, I didn't hate him. I was hurt, but I didn't hate him. I'll make sure you and CJ are taken care of. Without words, Faith got up to leave. As she turned, Sean spoke softly. Faith. She ignored him. He called to her again. Faith. She exited quickly. Sean just looked at me and said, damn, I really didn't know what to say. Sean just told Faith that he wouldn't protect her husband because he was going to leave Bad Boy. From a business perspective, I didn't disagree with Sean there. If you're leaving and creating competitions for him, why would he spend resources on you? So I hugged Sean, but I also knew he didn't have to send Chris to California. I wondered if he realized that he sentenced him to his death. He hugged me back with tears in his eyes as he asked, how the fuck am I the bad guy? Huh? I fucking do nothing but bust my ass to make everyone live comfortably. And I'm supposed to just let niggas walk all over me? As I held him in a comforting embrace, I replied, no, baby. He took me right there on the couch. Like I said, Stockholm Syndrome. Y'all better get this card game so y'all don't have Stockholm Syndrome, boys.
This is nuts.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Absolutely nuts.
Chapter 14, Outshine. This might be about Shine. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
This particular evening, I was at Sean's house and Quincy was staying with a friend. It was some time alone for Sean and I until the doorbell rang and Sean got up to answer it. I heard a woman yelling and quickly realized that it was Jennifer Lopez, or better known to the world as J-Lo. Sean, what the fuck? She blasted. Sean responded calmly. Relax, baby. Why the hell did you have to start shooting? Oh my God. Isn't that what we have bodyguards for? Normally, when these kind of situations arise, I remain quiet and just listen. I play my position. You could say, but I wasn't paying attention to the news for the last day or so. And even though it would be the only thing anyone would talk to me about for months, no one had spoken to me about it yet. So I entered the foyer asking, what's going on? Jennifer exploded at me. What's going on? What's going on? This nigga shot up a damn club. My jaw dropped looking back and forth between the two. Sean spoke soothingly. Jen, you got to calm down. Jennifer was having none of it. She continued, calm down, calm down. You just shot a bunch of innocent people, Sean. Sean placed his hand on her forearm. It's a bonding technique. He was shrewd in handling her. He does this to me too. Even if you know what's happening, it works. It's an intimate contact without being personal. He was aiming to disarm her. This did not seem to immediately sway Jennifer as she continued. Why in the hell do you think Biggie's replacement will take the fall for you? Biggie's replacement? Wait, could she be talking about? I had to know. Are you talking about Shine? Jennifer didn't even look at me as she responded, yes, fucking Shine. Sean continued with a calm and even voice. Relax, the situation's under control. Jennifer was not calming down. She went on. They contacted my attorney for a statement, and there are a lot of witnesses, Sean. There is no way you're going to get away with this. Sean's arrogance can be immeasurable at times. He laughed as he asked, you doubting me? I couldn't believe it. I had to know. Sean, what could you offer him that would make him do a bid for you? Like, what the fuck? Jennifer also remarked, and what if he falters halfway through his sentence and starts talking? Sean responded as calmly as ever. He won't do that. People in jail don't come cross-connected people. Wait, people in jail don't cross-connected people. They must have had a typo here. Cross-connected people on the outside. Jennifer looked deflated. So
in other words, people on the inside are the same people that are on the inside, on the outside. So if he starts snitching, he'll be cross-connected and get him whacked inside in prison.
Yeah, because then Jennifer looked deflated. So you'll kill him too.
Mm-hmm.
How much does she know? Look, I'm not going to threaten anyone. Shine is smart and loyal. He knows how it works. And when he gets out, He'll be well taken care of. Jennifer spoke defiantly. Sean, they want to question me. I'm not perjuring myself. I'm not going to jail over this. Sean seemed so in control. I admired him for it at this point, but my spirit was broken. You know, when Shine got out of jail, he signed a deal with L.A. Reid for I think
$1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he took the money and bounced.
Yeah.
And
But
L.A.
it
Reid
was
never
a
went
fake
back
deal.
to him.
Yeah. He had to sign him to the label.
Right. In order to, right.
You know, because of tax purposes. And then he told him to just get up out of there after he got the money. And now he's a president or something in his own country. Yeah.
Right. Right.
And that's the reason why he's not totally like going after Diddy and saying he's terrible, because he gave him $1 million and he let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
And
I mean, recently he did do a video. He was being interviewed by someone. He did some press, and he was like, "Yeah, I had to take the fall for that." He did some press recently and said that after Diddy got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not totally mad about it, is all I'm saying.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So she goes, I felt bad for Jennifer. She catches one bad break after another, and this was a really bad break. Sean spoke with confidence. Relax, come in and have a drink. Have your lawyers call mine. You'll never see the witness stand, I promise. Jennifer wasn't so sure. She asked him, how could you possibly know that? Sean smiled as he replied, between Shine's confession and the witnesses that gave their accounts, the cops won't need much else. The statement from your lawyer will be fine. Jennifer's next concern popped up. She explained, my attorney, Sean, he's good, but he won't do this. Beaming with confidence, the way only a man with his net worth can, Sean responded, sure he will. Jennifer shook her head defiantly as she responded, Sean, you don't know him. Sean's unbreakable confidence was ruling the day. Jennifer was given in as he told her with a smile, I got this. Sean, are you sure? Sean gave a wink. My attorneys handle situations. Give him my number too. Jennifer seemed leery as she asked, you're not going to threaten my attorney? Sean laughed as he replied, no, of course not. Money talks, baby. He turned to me and said, take her inside and pour her a drink. I had questions of my own, but you were going to make Shine the label's go-to man. What are you going to do now? Sean looked disappointed as he responded, he had the voice, but his flow, he sighed. Well, artists with his talent are a dime a dozen. Looking at Jen, he continued, he's not a once in a lifetime find like Jennifer Lopez. Now he's throwing on the charm.
Right.
But despite the situation, she blushed slightly. Sean continued, let's grab that drink. Let me handle this attorney situation. Relax, don't worry. We left the foyer and went to have a seat in the living room. He tried to make a threesome happen that night. It didn't work out. Not that day. Not that day.
I ain't gonna lie. You know, just as a guy, Diddy don't smash some bad chicks, because J-Lo, when she's young, like all these women when they're younger, and I don't mean young as 15, but you know, in her prime, he don't smash the baddest women in the world at their prime. But that's just a thought. I'm a guy. That's a thought. He's a terrible person. Yeah, he needs to go to prison, but he don't smash the baddest women. Because Kim Porter was bad, J-Lo was bad, and they just run around just having threesomes left and right. That's crazy.
Cassie is beautiful too.
Cassie,
yeah.
Kim Porter, in her prime, J-Lo were like that three right there, and he was with all of them. That's a guy's dream right there. So yeah.
But the other mothers of his children, they're beautiful too. Like he does get beautiful women. He does.
Yeah.
All right. Chapter 15, entitled Queen Bitch. Kimora Simmons and I went out to have drinks. She was looking at me seductively and I was turned on. We were going to go back to my place afterwards, but suddenly, after I took a sip of my drink, I felt like I had to vomit. I excused myself and barely made it to the ladies' room. When I came back, Kimora asked, "Are you feeling okay?" "I'm fine. I had been under the weather the last couple of days. I think I'll head home." She said, your breasts are looking kind of plump there, girl." Embarrassed, I whispered, "Not in public." She replied simply, "Are you pregnant?" I was taken completely aback. "Why the hell would you say that?" She let it sit there for a minute. I bet in her head, she was like, "Wait for it, wait for it." Then it hit me. Shit. She gave me a minute before continuing. "So what you gonna do?" I didn't understand. Gonna do? If it's not Sean's, fuck. If it is, with the shock wearing off, the scope of the situation began to take hold. I responded, "I better get a test." She looked at me with pity. "Damn girl, good luck. After what he did to Chris, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes." The desire that was in her eyes before I got sick was all but gone. As I began to stand, I realized what she said to me and I paused. She looked at me flatly and said, "Ain't nobody stupid, girl." I didn't know what to say. The question still lingered in my mind despite everything I knew. Did Puffy intentionally kill Chris? She brought me back to the moment by saying, "Go," not knowing what else to say, but knowing I
Wait,
had
wait,
to.
wait, 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 wait. Who's asking? Did he intentionally kill Chris?
So Kimora and
Kimora.
Kim, Kimora said to Kim, not after what happened to Chris. So she's like, ain't nobody stupid, girl. Everybody knew, basically, is what she's saying, that he got Biggie killed.
So let me hold on. I want to show everybody this real quick.
Well, you see it.
So with all this being said, and everybody was having sex with each other, right? And everybody knows, well, in Diddy's camp, that these two girls, the twins, they're not Diddy's. Damn, what I just had it.
Really? I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
Hold on, I just had it.
I heard it.
But keep going. I'll find it. It's in here
Okay.
somewhere. It's like a super. Go ahead.
Okay, so now we're on to chapter 16. Christian.
Wait. So in that conversation, Kimora Lee Simmons was talking about, are you going to, like, if I have a baby by somebody else,
right?
She said, from what he did to Chris, can you repeat that?
Yeah.
Part?
So she was like, basically, like, so Kimora was like, "So what you gonna do?" So
About
Kim was like,
about getting an abortion, right?
Right. So
yeah.
Kim was like, gonna do, if it's not Sean's, fuck. If it is, with the shock wearing off, the scope of the situation began to take hold. I responded, "I better go get a test." She looked at me with pity. "Damn girl, good luck. After what he did to Chris, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes."
Gotcha. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she began to realize what Kimora said, and she was like, "Ain't nobody stupid, girl."
Like, wait, you know too?
No, right, exactly.
Yeah. So she didn't know that Kimora Lee Simmons knew that he got rid of Chris. Yeah.
Right, because he kept making it seem like he went to California, like he wasn't going to protect him.
Yeah.
But for Kimora to be like, after what he did, she's like, "Wait a minute, did Puffy intentionally kill Chris?"
Right. So it's like, I didn't protect him versus I killed him. So right here, you can look at these babies. These babies are not, these are the twins. They like probably 20 right now. These are not P. Diddy's children.
Really?
Look at them. And the girl says, and listen what she says.
Well, you see it.
Better count.
Yeah, she said, "Well, you see it." Hold on.
All kinds of people. These are different people. At this dinner, there was some brokering deals done, okay? Because I feel like she was invited and observant, but not very.
Photo? Well, you see it.
Yeah. You can look at those kids. Everybody in the chat, those kids do not look like Diddy's kids. Am I right or am I wrong? They did not, to me, they did not look like his kids. They looked like they were like mixed with something. Hold on. When she gets done talking, it just shows up in a second. So I gotta catch it. Hold on a second. Come on, lady. Right here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not Diddy's kids. Look at their faces. Look at her face. That looks like Kimora Lee Simmons, a male version of Kimora Lee Simmons had a baby with her. What do you think?
You said Kimora Lee Simmons had a baby with her.
A male version of Kimora Lee Simmons. Look at their eyes.
Well, look at Kim's baby picture and see if she looks like this when she was a baby. Because they have a childhood picture of Kim.
Okay, I'll look that up. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll look that up and see.
So, all right. Chapter 16, Christian. The next day, I was sitting on my couch, deep in thought, when my doorbell rang. I went to let Sean in. This was going to be scary. We made our way back to the living room and we sat down. Quincy was asleep. Sean seemed legitimately concerned. What's so urgent? I didn't know what else to do. I just blurted it out. I'm pregnant. The air in the room was as thick as J-Lo. He was quiet. What is he thinking? He asked the obvious question. Are you sure? I spoke rapidly. I was on the pill. I'll get rid of it. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to know. That's wonderful. This is great. I was so confused. Huh? You're not mad? He laughed. Mad? No. Why would I be mad at this wonderful news? I'm going to be a dad with the woman I love bearing my child. What could possibly be better? He jumped right on the phone and called one of his besties. I could hear Will Smith congratulating him. Sean said, yeah, definitely. Hold on. Kim, baby, I was still in awe of the fact that he didn't get angry. And yes, I will admit, I was sure he was going to hit me. So it was with relief when I replied, yes. He told me excitedly, we got to have a party. His excitement was contagious. I was really excited too. Yes, a gender reveal. And he cut me off. Yes, of course, we're doing all of that. Everyone is going to want to sleep with you right before you give birth. Oh my God.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. We can't make this up. Hold on. Let me just read that again. We gotta have a party. His excitement was contagious. I was getting really excited too. Yes, a gender reveal. And he cut me off. Yes, of course, we're doing all of that. But everyone is going to want to sleep with you right before you give birth. My heart sank in my chest. Everybody is going to want to what? Sean went on with the same excitement. Well, everybody, you know, Will, Jada, XXX. Sean, I'm having your baby. He verbally waved me off. It'll be fine. I couldn't help myself. I just started crying. Sean grew quiet on the phone, then spoke low. I'll call you back. He hung up and took me by the hand. Baby, I never ask anything from you. I tried to see him through the tears streaming down my face. I couldn't believe the words coming out of his mouth. I tried to speak. Sean, he cut me off. I provide everything anyone could ever want. Do you want for anything? Sobbing, I replied, no, but he continued. This is the kind of thing I have to do in order to continue giving you this comfortable lifestyle where you live in the lap of luxury and get to be on TV shows and in movies. I know you don't want to do this, but do you want to give all of this away? A whimper is all I could manage. No. He continued softly. Then we got to do this. I said, but Sean, I don't believe in all this spiritual crazy shit. We got here because you're brilliant. not because of the sex parties. He replied, "Do you trust me?" I did. My soul was so broken. I did. I responded, "Yes." He sighed as he said, "Then let's do what we need to do to keep what we have." As I nodded yes, he pulled me in to hug him. "Thank you, baby. We're going to have a beautiful baby." He ordered me some food, and that night I cried myself to sleep. I was going to be gang banged at 9 months pregnant. I want my children out of this life. My child's going to have a good biblical name, a heavy Christian name. They are not going to take his soul.
What
Uh,
the fuck? Yo, I ain't never in my life heard anything like this.
I mean, I
This
didn't know they
man
got down like that, but sheesh.
is scheduling a gangbang while she's 9 months pregnant.
But did you hear what she said? She said that I'm not into. Remember earlier on in the book, she said that Diddy started getting into voodoo, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then here she says, I
Not
don't
in the
believe
year
in
she
that.
said.
Right. Apparently, okay, everybody got to know that the industry is into the occult,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Now, the occult basically just means hidden knowledge. That's all it means.
Right.
So the occult teaches you about energy work.
Okay.
Some may call it rituals, but it's definitely spiritual energy work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but energy can go both ways. You can do good with energy, you can do evil with energy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all to get something. So
So
when
are
you
you
see
saying they're having this gang bang before the baby comes is a ritual?
it's a ritual, right? Apparently, this is something that they do because she's like, everybody will, Jada, everybody's gonna do it, before you have the baby. So I didn't know that. I mean, I've been I kind of studied and I understand a lot of stuff that they do in the industry, but I didn't know that they did this, while a woman was pregnant.
As a guy, it almost sounds kind of hot, just a pregnant gang bang, but
Yeah,
I'm a guy, so
yes, yeah.
because
It's some sex magic kind of stuff.
pregnant poom poom feels different, and I have not gotten pregnant poom poom in decades, so to just walk
So,
up to some pregnant poom poom that's not mine and sounds kind of cool, but that's
so,
neither here.
but you got to understand, there's something about the energy of a child, the energy of children, and it's
Meaning what?
very significant in these rituals. So if you, I don't know if you ever watched Sloan Bella's videos that she channeled when she channeled
Who?
Kim. Sloan
Who's
Bella.
Snowbella?
Sloan, the white lady that she was just showing. You didn't ever watch her videos?
No, I don't know these damn people. I just
Okay,
got some
so
shit and I'm talking
all
about it.
right,
I don't know.
so Sloan, I do astrology, so I watch Sloan because she does, she's a spiritualist, she's a psychic medium and all of that. When she channeled Kim the first time back in like last, I think September, and she was like, something is gonna come out about her.
Okay.
When she did the first Kim Porter video, because she did three. The first one that she did in September last year, when she was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, Kim is saying that this is going to happen. She was like, I predict that sometime in November, something's going to come out about Diddy. Right
Yeah.
it happened, right?
Yeah.
Everybody started going in when Cassie actually dropped the lawsuit. Everybody started going in. It was like, oh my God, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay. She had to come back and do another video. And she was like, listen, guys, this ain't about him being gay. This is about other shit, much worse shit. This is about children. This is about stuff that Kim saw him doing, and it has to do with children.
Okay, so now okay, I'm a little slow. We're talking about, so you're saying children. I'm thinking about having a gangbang with a pregnant woman. What are you talking about? Children.
This is a spiritual thing, Aaron. It's not. It's more than just them just being freaks. This is a spiritual thing. This over sexualization in the industry, and it's more than just motherfuckers freaking off.
But what is the Kim lady and the having sex with a pregnant woman? I'm a little confused on what.
So I'm not necessarily sure because I didn't know that they did that. But whenever you hear them doing stuff like this and sex and children, and it's something else.
But it's pregnant, it's not children. Is that the same? You don't
There's
supposed to have
a baby in her belly. There's a whole baby in her belly. That baby is carrying a lot. No, we ain't talking about you. We're not talking about just regular men who have pregnant women.
That wants to. I don't slept with. I'm sorry, but I've slept with pregnant chicks, and the baby wasn't mine. It was a pregnant chick that got pregnant by another dude, and I don't know.
No, guys. You can't. Not everything that has to do. No. I know, sweetie, but I'm talking to the chat. Not everything that has to do with rituals is demonic. You gotta get that. You gotta get that out your head. But when these people, there's certain energies that they do. There's certain energy work and rituals and stuff that they do, and a lot of it, yes, unfortunately, it involves children.
Okay, so everybody in the chat, please do not say the P word. Stop. Do y'all not have any common sense? Stop using the fucking word. What are y'all doing? Stop.
Oh, you can't say that word on YouTube.
No, like what the hell is y'all doing? Stop. They look exactly like Diddy now, and they're cute. So yeah, stop saying the P word. So all I'm saying is, what is crazy?
Love Sky 99. Yes, they harvest the energy. Yes, it's an energy harvesting. You ever seen the movie
Children? Look, hold on. I'm talking about having sex with a pregnant woman, and you're talking about all this other stuff. What am I missing? The P word. Is that the P word? Have smashing a pregnant chick?
No, baby. Let me. Oh God, how can I explain it to you?
What are y'all talking about then?
There's something called energy harvesting. There's something called harvesting, babe. Like there's a whole other thing that's going on that you're probably not privy to. And you're gonna have to go down that rabbit hole. I can't do it with you tonight.
So is that the P word? With a woman that's 9 months pregnant?
Not necessarily the P word, but stuff that just has to do with little ones. That the energy of a little one, the pure innocence of a little one. Mm-hmm. This is something that is definitely gone after by the industry.
They want to unpurify a baby before it gets born by
no, they're not going to unpurify. They're going to take their so I'm gonna use this as an example. Mm-hmm. Has everybody seen that movie? It's an old Disney movie called Monsters Inc.
Yes.
Okay, that was a documentary.
Yeah, the scaring in order to get adrenaline.
The scaring the child to make them laugh, to take their energy.
So, but what they're scaring the baby?
Huh?
So smashing a pregnant chick is scaring the baby?
No, love, no.
Okay.
It's a kind of I can't describe it.
What does that have to do with smashing a pregnant chick? Is all I'm saying.
You're not thinking about it on the same level. When you smash a pregnant chick, you're just doing that because their hormones, right? Because their hormones and they're juicier down there, or whatever.
Yeah, she's juicy, and it's
right.
like
but that ain't why they doing it. Basically, that's all I'm saying.
You can do a nut in it. And
why, if they wanted to party with her like that at 9 months pregnant, it's on some other shit.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. Without all the other stuff, just say it's on some other shit, and I can understand. But all that's extra, I don't know.
It's on some other stuff. Okay.
Because I did it before. I'm just like, damn. Okay.
No, not what you did it for a different reason. They're not
Yeah.
doing it for the same reason you did it. They're not doing it because they're just like, oh, she gonna be juicy. No, they're doing it for a
Yeah, let
deeper
one of my
reason.
exes be like, I'm
That
pregnant.
unborn child.
Let one of my
Huh?
exes be like, yo, my boyfriend just got me pregnant, but I'm been thinking about you. I'm going over there and I'm smashing. And I'm not wearing
I think the chat is fucking with me. The chat know what I'm talking about, but we can't really get too into it. But yeah, the chat know what I'm talking about.
pregnant
The chat
coochie
know
is
what
the
I'm talking
best.
about.
And I don't have access to pregnant coochie. So let a ex be pregnant. I'm going up. I ain't even wearing no condom. And I'm nothing in there. I'm doing all this shit. So I
Nah,
just want to
baby,
make sure I'm
this
not
is
a P word for doing it.
No,
Huh?
no. That's not what this is about. You have wives and people who are together.
Because
And
another thing about pregnant chicks, they get tested because they pregnant. So a pregnant chick ain't got no diseases because she don't got tested.
No,
And
you're way no. This don't have nothing to do with that, my love.
I'm going in there with no condom, going crazy.
No,
So
this is different. This is some other stuff. This is some
okay,
other stuff. Okay, all right. Let me finish.
okay.
I all
Shit
right.
me. Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat pregnant? Sorry, but go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So listen. The next chapter is 17, and it's
Okay.
called Broken Promises. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know how this managed to stay out of the media for so long, but Sean got to the point where he was incredibly abusive and only his inner circle knew about it. The artists were all too afraid of him to say anything. He gained so much power. No one would say anything. Puff Daddy was a kingpin. The Monday afternoon, Quincy was in school and our son Christian was with the nanny. And I still had to make a living. I still loved the camera and had just been casted for a movie. Sean was coming over to celebrate with me, just the two of us. I was in the bathroom when he came in. We were supposed to go out for dinner, but he was in a foul mood. Sean yelled, "What the fuck?" I would have to walk on eggshells as I came out of the bathroom, but I found him holding flowers. So I smiled. "You brought me flowers." Sean yelled, "No. So who the fuck are they from?" I was bewildered and told him, honestly, I don't know. Probably just a fan. He threw the attached card at me. I picked it up to read it. Sean, he slapped me so hard I hit the ground. Sean yelled, "Who the fuck were you with the other night?" I looked down at the card that was lying on the ground next to me, and it read, "The other night was amazing. We must do it again." Shit, I tried to explain. Sean, he threw the flowers at me. That's not how this works. You have my child. You don't touch anyone unless I allow it. I yelled back, "It was just coffee with the producer. It was nothing." He glared at me and asked, "Who the fuck is this producer?" I was trying desperately to calm him down as I responded, "From the movie, babe, calm down." He picked up my coffee mug and slammed it against the wall. Coffee flew everywhere as he yelled, "Who the fuck this nigga think he is?" Sean, he's just some producer. We talked about the role and maybe starring in another movie that he wants to produce. I swear, that's it, Sean. Sean exploded even more. He wants to put the move on my fucking family at the top of
Right.
his lungs. My fucking family? He flipped
She
the table
pregnant?
over. No. She's not. She already had Christian.
Oh, okay.
He flipped the table over, breaking it. It was a heavy table, but Sean is stronger than he looks. I pleaded with him, "Sean, please." He yelled at me, "What?" I tried my best to calm him down. He probably didn't know. It didn't come up. You're publicly dating someone else. So he screamed at me, and it somehow seemed even more intense. "So you didn't think to tell him back off?" Sean, I didn't, and then out of nowhere, he hit me with a chair. I don't remember anything after that until I woke up in the hospital room. My arm was in a cast, hanging from a sling. My face hurt. My eyebrow was in immense pain, as was my lip. As I came to, the first face I saw was the man who put me here. Sean asked with concern in his voice, "How are you feeling?" I responded, "Stay away from me." "I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me." I save it for the lawyers. Stay away from me. We were in a private hospital room and no one would hear me. I could scream like my life depended on it, but it wouldn't matter if I did ring for assistance, I wouldn't get any. He
Oh,
kept
wow, yeah.
going. I was so jealous. You know how I am. He took hold of my left arm. The one that was not slung up in a cast. You have our beautiful son, our family. It's just, at that point, I had enough. The one you slutted out right before giving birth. Are you fucking shitting me? Stay away from me. Don't come near me or my kids. He continued to plead. I'm sorry, baby. I promise I'll never put my hands on you again. I swear. I've heard this song one too many times. I spoke through gritted teeth. If you come near me or my kids again, I'm calling the cops. A flash of anger returned. You would use my kid to threaten me? But then he caught himself. I understand you're angry. I glared at him as I cut him off. I'm serious, Sean. He spoke blandly, with no energy. And tell them what? That you had a car accident? They'll pity you. That you hit your head? He was going to make me look crazy. They were going to believe him. He was a kingpin. You're a fucking bastard. Sean spent the next 6 months helping me heal and working his way back into my life and into my bed. I was so damn stupid. And of course, I wouldn't cast for either movie. From what I understand, the producer died of pneumonia.
Oh, he said earlier that you wouldn't believe how many people he already deleted. Remember he said that?
Mm-hmm.
So he just runs around deleting people like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, chapter 18, Sweet Goodbyes. Sean kept his word for the most part until he didn't. I ended up pregnant again. He wanted energy. See, I told you it's an energy thing. He wanted energy from that too. That would be my last sex party. Aaron, you got to understand, regardless of what you're doing when you have sex, anytime you have sex with somebody, there's an energetic exchange happening, babe.
So okay, so what does that mean? He got me pregnant again because he wanted energy.
He got her pregnant again, and he wanted energy from that pregnancy too.
He wanted energy from that pregnancy. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So that was her last sex party.
Mm-hmm.
My body will never be ravaged by so many people again, especially
So
while I'm
many
pregnant.
people.
Yes, sir. What if something happened to the twins? After that, I wanted out. But when I tried dating someone else, they would end up dead from pneumonia.
What?
Yep. I knew Sean was behind it. This was not a coincidence. He gets jealous of a guy and then they die of pneumonia. I could be next.
What the
If
fuck?
if I am going to get out of this alive, I'm going to have to do something to make him stay away from me. I had a plan, but it's dangerous. Sean has a vault where he keeps videotapes of all his conquests. I started sleeping with him again. After he falls asleep, he was starting to drink heavily. I would get into the vault and get a couple of the tapes, take them home, make copies, and swap them for the next set of tapes a few days later. It took weeks to get them all copied, and he never knew that I had them. This was my way out. Some of the tapes had things I would never have expected. The gay parties are one thing, but the young boys like Usher, Bow Wow, Justin, I would have never known. My God, is he grooming Quincy? This has to end. I invited him over one day to confront him and put an end to our on and again, off again relationship. He had entered my home unannounced for the last time. He would no longer have the key after today. I was in the kitchen. Kimora and I were sharing drinks. I was scared to face him alone. Sean entered smiling. What's up, Kimmy? Hey, Mora. I told Sean, sit down. Because of my tone, he looked at me stunned and asked, what's going on? What is this? I responded with delight. Me taking my life back. We're done. He answered, hold on, wait a minute. I was so excited that I wasn't hearing any of it. I shouted at him, no, no more. This is fucking over. He looked confused as he asked, where's all of this coming from? With disgust, I said, I got the footage, Sean. He looked even more confused as he inquired, what you talking about? Kimora said with revulsion, Usher too. Sean said, wait, what the fuck is going on? Sean stood aggressively and Kimora responded, "Don't make me call the cops." Sean's anger was creeping in as he replied, "This is how it is?" I simply nodded. If anything happens to either one of us, it gets released. He seethed as he queried, "After all I've done for you?" I don't think I was ever so happy as when I said those words to him. Get out. Pissed, he started to leave, looking back with pure hatred. As he walked down the stairs, he turned around in a fury and lunged at me. He knocked me down near the top of the stairs. I was hurt. Kimora screamed, "Stop." Yeah, Kimora screamed, "Stop." And as he began to crouch over me, I kicked at him, hitting him in the kneecap, then his face. He went tumbling down the stairs. He was too hurt to get up. I called the cops. Kimora left before they arrived. When he left, it was in an ambulance. I felt empowered. I felt safe. The Sean Combs days has finally come to end. And this is chapter 19, finale. Things were okay for a while. I started dating again. It was almost normal until I got serious with someone. Then my boyfriend died of pneumonia.
Yo!
I knew it was
No!
Sean
No!
again.
No!
Mhm.
No! No!
Yep,
No!
that's what she said. That's when I decided to write this book. A few days ago, my home was burglarized. Only laptops were stolen. I knew it was that bastard or his goons. Of course, I had a copy in the cloud that I was able to easily download here onto this new computer. As I continue to write now, I'll send this into the cloud as well. I will send out copies via email, and my Google Drive password will be attached so the missing chapters can be assessed. This book must get out. There's so many chapters to add. This outline is a great start. I have to organize the rest of the chapters and add them little by little. I plan on spending today working exactly on that, but I'm not feeling very well. Thank God the kids aren't here this weekend so I can rest. I called Kimora to cancel our tentative plans for the meetup. When I spoke to her, she said, "Girl, that doesn't sound like the flu. You want to go to the hospital?" That didn't immediately alarm me. I just need some rest, I told her and quickly got off the phone. But why can't I get my doctor? Why won't he pick up the phone? Oh
Oh
no,
no.
I called Sean from my bedroom where I'm lying in my bed. All I could think about was the kids, my babies who are with this monster, the man that I now suspect of having done this to me. Sean picked up with an air of superiority in his tone that let me know it was too late for me. "This is eerie." He spoke confidently into the phone. "Hello," I screamed at him. "You bastard. I have your fucking children. What are you talking about? The kids are with me." He replied, a mocking innocence. "There's literally nothing I can do." I could only ask, "Did you ever love me?" Instead of answering the question, he responded, "The most important thing to me in the world is loyalty." I couldn't believe it. I had to ask, even though I understood. What the fuck does that mean? With the same fiend innocence he mocked. Kim, is something wrong? He's going to continue this game to the bitter end. I asked one last time, "How could you?" Again with the narcissism I had now come to despise, he responded, "How could I what? Do what? I gave you everything. You went to someone else. You left me just like everyone else did. You asked, how could I? How could I what?" I yelled, "Look what you did to everyone around you." There was only anger in his response. "So you're saying everyone leaves because of how I am? And you were going to expose me?" He had me burglarized. I knew it. I shouldn't have threatened him. I should have just published the book. I'm going to die, like Heavy D, like Biggie, like Pac, like so many others. And it's because he is a monster, plain and simple. Before hanging up, I simply say, "That's not the only copy, you fuck." Then I shot out a group text. I let everyone know he got me. Then I called 911. As I sat here waiting for the ambulance, I'm writing this chapter and praying that I make it to the hospital. I don't feel like writing anymore. I may not be around to see it print. It's okay. I'm sending it out. He won't get away with this. I will have to say my final words. Sean Combs will get exposed, even if I lose my life doing it. My kids have always been my most cherished possessions. I want the world to know that. But most importantly, I want them to know. And that's how it ends. The end.
He got me. She sent out a group text. He got me.
Yeah. One of her exes didn't die from pneumonia though. They claimed it was suicide. I forget that record label, the record guy, label exec or something. He died in his hotel room or something like that. And they said that it was a single gunshot. That wasn't pneumonia.
I
That
remember
producer,
that, but
yeah, fake suicide. Yeah.
they may have wanted to, do it in a different way, because if everybody keeps dying of pneumonia, it'll cause a red flag. So now I got to be that,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have never in my entire life witnessed a real life serial blanker. He was a serial blanker. A
Thank you,
real life.
I hope you guys enjoyed my reading.
You are amazing. You
Thank
are
you. That
amazing.
was fun. Thank you. You're
I
welcome,
want to,
guys. That was fun.
first of all, I need everybody to spam the chat with hearts. Everybody right now, spam the chat with hearts. Shout out to you, because that was so much of an experience. You don't realize the experience that you just gave us.
Aw, it was my
Spam the
pleasure.
chat with hearts, y'all. Spam the chats with red hearts. Let's go. Let's go. Where the
Thank
hearts
you,
at?
Jared. Thank you. Thank you,
Like,
guys.
I appreciate you so much, because that was an experience.
Yeah,
Golly.
that was fun. No, I love reading. I love reading to like my friends and my booze and stuff. So that was cool.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I want to pay you to read my book.
Really? Oh, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll send you my book, and I will pay you to read it. It's not a long book or whatever. And we'll just sit here and just listen to you read, because I love your voice and you reading. I love, yeah, that was so much of a soothing, like, it was an experience. It wasn't just you reading a book. Yeah, that was really dope. And then you was changing
No,
your
like
voice.
I literally visualized when I'm reading. So it was like I was like really like playing out the characters. Like
Right.
it was
Sometimes
fun.
you will say something and your voice will go up, and I'm thinking you asking me something, but you're so into the character. You're like, wait, what did he say? What? And I'm like, huh? You talking to me? And I ain't saying that. I'm like, okay. You're so good, like your voice inflections. It was so many times where I had to stop myself from interrupting you, because I'm thinking you're saying something to me, because your voice will go up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh my
No,
God.
I don't have a YouTube handle just yet. I'm working on it. But I go by the fifth house. The fifth house.
And yeah, keep your name anonymous.
Oh, sorry. My bad. You can
No.
I don't
The
know.
fifth house is cool. I'm just saying your actual name, and because
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I go by
P.
the
Diddy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is I can deal with whatever comes to me, you know what I'm saying? But this particular reading of the book or whatever, I'm glad it just says fifth, and then a picture instead of, because you never know. So I just want to make sure, because I'm always going to protect anybody that I'm around or whatever. So I take the blunt of this reaction of this book reading. I don't know how that works, but I'm just wanting to make sure you're protected. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And much love to the chat. Thanks for the love. I had a great time. That was fun.
Much love to you. All right, y'all. So I'm about to get out in these streets. I still got like 45 minutes of content to talk about involving this whole book or whatever, this right here.
But a long enough time where it was more than.
And this has me show.
It's Justin Bieber's for.
So yeah, I got at least a good 45 minutes of videos that y'all have not seen yet. So I'm going to do a part 3 of the Kimora Lee book, and most likely I'll come back tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow or maybe Sunday. So while everybody is in here, where I'm at. Oh shit, that's right. I gotta do something. But you want to hang out? I'll be here for like a little longer, but you know, it's up to you. It's up to you.
No, it's okay. I'll go. I'll get off of the because what you gonna be talking about now?
Yeah, a little bit more videos, and then we're gonna head out. We're probably about another 30 minutes.
No, I'll give you. I'll return the show back to you. We'll talk another time. Peace, everybody. Thank you again. Thank you for
everybody.
Thank
you. You are freaking amazing. I'm just telling you now. That was amazing.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. All right. Have a good night, everybody. All righty. Bye.
Right. All right. So I want to know if anybody wanted to come up and share their thoughts on everything. So I'm gonna drop the link. I'm dropping a link right now. If anybody wants to come up and share their thoughts on her reading the book, her thoughts on what was said in the book, like just share your thoughts. I want to see what y'all think, because that was absolutely amazing. And like all this stuff was real. P. Diddy is actually this terrible, evil person. He's actually not innocent. He's a terrible, disgusting human being. He's actually like a serial deleter. And when she turned around and said, every relationship I get in, they end up dying from pneumonia. I'm like, wow. So I got a link that is in the chat, and I need everybody to click it. This link to get notifications. So I got a notification link. Okay, so I'm dropping a link in the chat right now. Okay, so I'm dropping it. Okay, you gotta turn it back. Background off. All right, y'all good? Okay, so real quick, I need everybody. I just dropped the link. It says get the link to click the link to get notifications. Okay, real quick. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so everybody click the link to get notifications of when I go live again. Let me pin it at the top of the chat. So what's going on, bro? What are your thoughts on everything?
What's up, brother? Good show tonight, man. I was watching your show you did last night before I watched the show tonight. And last night, you actually said it tonight. You said that Diddy made the song Every Step You Take. So I was looking into the song and come to find out it was somebody that used to work with Jay-Z that wrote the song, and Diddy didn't want to give him credit. And I remember Gene Deal saying that if he don't pay the dude that wrote the song, he was going to do a
Wait, he was going what?
This record. Hey, man, I was checking out on TikTok. Did you know that
back up.
Diddy did Kim Porter's eulogy? All right.
Calm back up. I'm confused.
You
said what? Jay.
No, I was saying last night when
Hold on. Jay, I need to see your face and I'll bring you up. Jay, I need to see your face. But go ahead, Dion. What happened?
You said last night in the show, I think you said it tonight too, that Diddy did a song for Biggie after he died. as if he was in love with the brother. He missed him and all that.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Gene Deal or something. This was a couple of months ago. Gene Deal was like, the song was written by one of Jay-Z friends, and Puff Daddy didn't want to pay him for the song. So Jay-Z told him he need to go ahead and pay him, or the dude was going to do a diss record exposing everything about Diddy. And I was like, wow, man. But did you know that Diddy did Kim Porter's eulogy?
What do you mean?
He did the eulogy.
Okay.
He did a, you know, like when the preacher usually preaches at the funeral.
Yeah,
I saw that on TikTok.
TD Jakes did her eulogy.
Okay, well, he was out there speaking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the whole funeral, but he was out there speaking. And they also said that he did Biggie's. You know, so it's crazy, man.
Well, yeah,
but that was a good show tonight.
Thank you, man. If he's running around doing all this, like, of course he's gonna do everybody eulogy. Like,
hey, you remember the movie Romeo Must Die?
I didn't see that one. No, I seen it, but
you
I
didn't
don't
see the movie Romeo Must Die.
I just remember Aaliyah was doing all these. She was doing bad acting and doing all this stupid karate, but I don't remember what the hell was going on in that stupid ass movie. It was a stupid movie to me.
My point is the dealer. He must.
I just remember Aaliyah doing bad karate. I don't know what the hell is going on in that movie.
Well, the dealer, he must die.
You know? Yeah. Hold on, let me bring Kay up.
Good
Kay,
show tonight, though, man. Good show tonight.
Thank you so much.
Can you see? I gotta see the face. Can you see me?
Yeah. I can see you. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to let you know you talking about somebody that been around the diddler. I'm somebody that has experienced the diddler, and he was a mess back in the day.
Okay.
You know, you talking about you've been around the diddler. And one day he was we were in Manhattan, and Biggie had went to the side, and we were like at a block party. So I was giving out t-shirts and stuff. So I'm watching out the side of my eye, and Biggie is upset with the kids. They asking for autographs, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not giving no autographs right now." I'm like, "Whoa, that's a little deep." So now that I'm hearing about what's going on, ain't no telling what the heck they had got that man pissed about, because he was very upset with them kids. He wasn't trying to give no autographs. He wasn't talking about nothing. And I want to say that had to have been 90, let's see, 6 or 95, okay? Because, I don't know how to look it, but I'm 62. And anyway, like I was saying, I've been to the club, not the club, the studio downtown. And I was back, and I was there with someone else, and they had went out to get some liquor, and I'm in the back, and they came, they was like, they was looking for me. And I was wondering why they were so upset, because I ain't had no business in there by myself. I could have got raped.
Can you make sure don't say the R word?
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it. Yeah, I could have been essayed, as they say. Yeah, I could have been essayed messing with these people. I was so fortunate. I did get was it called? When they put the stuff in the liquor? That happened to me. I was in California, and I want to say Biggie was out there, because I had rolled out there when Biggie went out there the last time. I rolled out there with them. And I was on the plane. They was acting real weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. Till all this stuff came out was when I realized what was going on.
Okay.
You know what they used to call us?
What?
They used to call us fish. And I was like, why do they call us that? You know what type of term that is. So anybody that know, they know what type of term. And this is back in the 90s, they were calling us that.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means. What's a fish? I don't know.
That's what I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, okay, don't worry about it. Because I don't want no
women. They were calling women back then when they were of the LBG crowd. That's what
gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I don't want no issues, because YouTube be tripping.
We know it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See how you know what that meant? They were all into that, and we didn't know it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, I found out different guys was messing with Diddy, was at Diddy house. I ain't know none of this while it was happening, though. Yeah, they kept it very, very low.
Yeah.
And I never went to the parties, so I wouldn't know about that. But I was around them. And I just want to say, your show is awesome. Yes, I
Thank
must
you.
definitely, yes, I got to give it to you. You did an awesome. I like the lady reading the book. Oh, she would tell her she was gorgeous. Yes, she did
Yeah.
a awesome job. You're right. She definitely, I couldn't even, I was trying to do so. I got to look at this video again because I had to do some things. I couldn't pause it all. I was mad. But she did a great job. Great
Yeah.
job.
She
Yes.
really did.
Thank
She
you
really did.
again, Mr. Let It Go. And I will be following you. And I gave 2 likes. I put you on more than one device. So people, yeah, I didn't put you on more than one device just to give you some likes, baby.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
No doubt, no doubt. You have a wonderful, blessed evening. And like I said, I thank you again. And I hope I can hop on again if I remember anything.
Oh yeah, whenever you can, Kay. I'll be back live to do part 3 probably tomorrow. So you and everybody else watching, make sure to click the link that is in the chat that says click the link for notifications. I have it pinned at the top of the chat. That makes it where because I'll send the video to the link, because everybody be in the chat, and then everybody would be notified because YouTube don't be notifying people when I go live.
I'll be checking because they'll definitely click us off. We won't even get nothing. So you're right. That's all right.
So I appreciate you.
Yeah, I do too. And like I said, I'm definitely gonna follow you because you got some good stuff going on. Wait, this is the other part I want to tell. When he had when he peed in that picture. Oh my God, I couldn't figure out why he had did that to her. But now that she stood up to him, that's why he did that. Because I thought that was really, I'm like, what kind of dude is
He
this?
can't do nothing to her because whose daughter he is. She was.
And he's made up. You know what I'm saying? He was Sinatra and them dudes. Like he ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no joke. But when I could not figure out why he did, and thank God, Gene. See, I know Gene. Gene's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He was a real good dude because for him that did that, he wasn't scared of Diddy at all. I don't think to this day he's scared of Diddy. But I really admire that he did that and he didn't allow her to drink that. Imagine if she would, I think they would have did something to him if she would have drank that and he would have found out. Because he wasn't trying to put no cover on. He did it right under the table.
Yeah, they call him P. Diddy.
Love it.
But I'm about to go, so I appreciate you. But
no doubt. I had to make that because I had wrote it in chat. But the next time I get on, I'll definitely want to make sure I have a couple of dollars for you because you're doing well and you do need to get paid for what you're doing. So everybody that's listening, send them $5. 5 times 700. That's like 3,500. That works. I do math real good.
All right, have a good one.
You do the same, my love. I don't know what I do to get out of here.
Oh, I got you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
All right, no doubt. I'm definitely going to click it. You said go to the chat and click it, right?
Yeah, go in the chat. You'll see it says, click this link for notifications.
Wait. I'm in the chat right now. Let me just go.
Okay. Yo, what's going on?
How you doing, Mr. Let Go? Can you hear me good? Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes. I was able to type up the link in Amazon about this book. I think today's the 20th of September. This came out 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks ago. And it makes me want to, and it's published by a man, I'm not sure who he is.
It's no longer available for purchase.
This book?
Yeah, it's no longer available for purchase.
So why they have it on Amazon?
You can't purchase it. Try to purchase it.
No, I can't purchase them right now because I bought some already. So I can't really buy enough right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's no longer
in a week. I'll try and see if I can buy it.
People tried to buy it. It's not available for purchase. I don't know what you don't understand.
Oh, so like the physical copy, right, of this book?
I don't know, but people are saying it's not available for purchase. I don't know. That's all.
Oh,
I
okay,
know.
okay. All
I
right,
don't
well,
know.
it's not available now, so I was gonna question the right. I mean,
Yeah.
not say that I heard rumor last year that she was writing something to publish
Uh-huh.
a book. I'm not sure if this book was supposed to protect her to what was to come with Diddy. I think one thing I did not know, Miss Echo, she was looking for a long-term thing, like a marriage from Diddy, but Diddy's not marrying nobody, you know. And
I don't think
before,
she was looking for a marriage. He's running around killing people. Like, why would you want to marry a person that was a no? I don't know about that.
I mean, I agree, but it makes question why would you be around someone that's killing people and you've seen it?
Because she can't get away from him. She tried to get away from him, and he ended up killing her.
No, he killed her now. From what
Because she left him. I don't understand.
So she was afraid that she's going to die. That's why she tried not attempt to.
And she died because of her leaving him.
Okay.
What do you mean?
So it took a certain, like, which a woman has to be say, I had it, screw it, take my life as nothing. It got to that point where, right?
Yeah, she didn't care.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's why when she was literally dying, I don't know if you heard at the end, she literally was dying, and she was just like, he got me. If he was killing her boyfriends, what do you think is going to happen to her? Like, so yeah,
it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna pull, if they could reuse that as one of the cases, since they're gonna charge them with so much stuff. If they're gonna just like bring up this.
No, that's just hearsay.
Oh God. All right. Well,
and she's not here no more, so it's just hearsay.
I mean, even the book. Well, I think it's confession, but like I said, if it's not really public to the public no more for now. I mean, the feds got ways to get information. It's not really a problem if they want to get it. So because they've been keeping tabs on these artists for a long time.
I'm about to go. It's 12:42.
Yeah, I know it's like almost 4 hours.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, so I'll do a part 3 tomorrow. So everybody watching, make sure to click the link that is pinned at the top of the chat. It is a notification, so click the link for notifications. So I'll see you tomorrow, Chaos.
All right then. If anything else, if the book is available again, hopefully people will get it. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So everybody, right now, click the link that is in the chat. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Everybody, click the link that is pinned at the top of the chat right now. I'm watching to see how many people are clicking on the notifications. So everybody watching, I need everybody to click. Did I do it again? Click the link that I dropped in the chat for notifications. Everybody. Carrie, great live. Catch you next live. Thank you so much. Everybody, make sure you said I can't. You can't click the link. What is the link saying when you click it? It's an Instagram notification link. Let's see. Miss Let Go is mean. Why am I mean? What I do? How am I mean? What do you mean I'm mean? What I do? An autopsy will tell it all. Oh, the autopsy will tell it all. This is what's crazy. She was buried in a gold casket. And the reason why that is important is they buried her in an expensive casket, and they made an excuse where nobody can dig the casket up in order to do an autopsy. And so what happened was they made the casket so expensive where they made an excuse to have security guarding the grave site for a certain amount of time so nobody can dig it up and do a proper autopsy on her. But yeah, she was, yeah. So they didn't do an autopsy. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. Make sure to click that notification link. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all have already clicked the notification link. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already clicked the notification link. Click that notification link that is pinned at the top of the chat. If something can be found, I'll find it. Yes, please find it and send it to me. I'm thankful I have not seen that level of evil. I promise you I agree, because I've never in my life seen that level of evil. But before y'all go, if you have not already bought my Deep Discussions card game, buy it now. If y'all appreciated the show that I brought to you tonight, contribute to the channel, either via Cash App, $AARON, or either buy one of my amazing card games, because I ain't got no job. This is my job. So I do content, I do coaching, I do all these different things. I sell products. This is how I make my money. So if I don't see one. You don't see one what? What don't you see? What you mean you don't see one? I'll drop it in here again. Hold on. I'll drop it in the link again. Let's see. Hold on. I'll drop the link again. Is it the same link? Dropping the link again, because y'all are saying y'all don't see it. Let's see. All right. So dropping the link again. Give me 30 seconds. Is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, crap. What am I doing? Hold on, y'all. I'm messing up. All right, here we go. All right. The link is here. So I'm dropping the link now. So that's the link. Everybody sees the link right now, right? All 700 of you see the link. Click the link, and it's just a notification link. So when I go live tomorrow or in the future, you'll get the actual live, so you don't have to worry about missing anything. You'll get the notification for the live. We have to do things like this in order to make sure everybody gets their notifications, because YouTube does not send out all of the notifications. All right. Yeah, scroll up. So yeah, I got the link. So everybody click the link, click the link, click the link. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already clicked the link. So I'm waiting for the numbers to go up. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already clicked the link. Great show. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen Sarita. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm finna get out of here, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. But hang out for these commercials and buy my card games. With a solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, regardless of background. See, in my 7 years of coaching women, the number one thing that I hear in my coaching sessions is her issue or tumultuous relationship with her mother. So what I've done is come out with a card game that will actually help mothers and daughters come back together. We have to get to the source of a woman's pain, her inadequacies, her insecurities, and heal that little girl inside of her before she goes out in the world as a woman. I call Like Mother, Like Daughter therapy in a box. Therapy in a box is 50 questions for the daughter to ask the mother, questions that you always wanted to ask. And it's also 50 questions for the mother to ask the daughter. But when you're able to ask the questions that you always wanted to ask to your mother without her getting upset, without her pulling rank on you, the lines of communication are now open. When women are finally able to forgive their mother, forgive their father, forgive what happened to them, and most importantly, hear her mother's side of the story that she never divulged to you, relationships outside of the household would then blossom. Because for most women, there's a hurt little girl inside of her that never had an opportunity to be seen or heard. All of the resentment, the lack of being heard, but all that stops when you buy my new Like Mother, Like Daughter card game. Order it now. The link is under this video. Click the link for the card game is there, but I posted the link to join the notification squad also. So you got to, I'll drop it again. I'll drop it again. I'll drop it again. I'll drop it again. Link, and let's start healing. All right, I'm dropping the link. Now, this is the link. The link alone right there, that's the link. All you have to do is click it. It'll take you to Instagram. And I just want to make sure everybody is in the notification. So when I drop my video tomorrow, everybody will be, boom, here we go. I just ordered the card game. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, so we good.
At a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game. We'll have fun and see if we're
good night
compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play Deeper Discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
they ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.
Did y'all click the link yet?